2, 1.
Go, Bill.
Not up for debate. Not up for debate, baby.
No, you gonna dig this.
Bamo, baby. Finally got here. Finally got here with my cousin. Y'all know what we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, me and Milton Dunn.
Miss So Ambitious.
Got a special guest in the building. Tell me your name and where you from.
All day, Fat Daddy 46, Harrison Mattress is my legal government name. But on IG is Fat Daddy 46. TikTok, Fat Daddy 41. And what you got? Oak Tree on
TikTok.
On Facebook and TikTok. Yeah, Oak Tree. ENT Podcast. One of the podcasts that started early on in the game.
Who you got in the building with you tonight?
You know, I got my favorite person that be with me all the time, my cousin TK Mattress. You know what I mean? We ride. It's my family. I love them to death. Mm-hmm.
So what made you want to start the Oak Tree Podcast?
Man, I just, you know, I wanted to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Like I had, actually I do a lot, but I seen that curve, that wave early on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, I've been had mine like, well, pretty much it was in the making before my wife passed. Cause me and her was talking about it, and that's where the name came from. Cause my wife liked the oak trees.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so when we used to buy all kind of pictures, oak trees. I think I gave you one of them. You know, that was the name before she passed. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Jude Money did his song down in my studio. Money keep calling my phone. He did that song. I had the original on my iPad.
Okay.
Ole had been trying to get it for forever, but when he came down there, he was making music and doing his thing. So it came from that, and I had, you know, like his name. Everybody that came, I had their name on the, you know, on the sign, you know, before everything, you know, all that.
So you had the studio first.
Yeah. I had the studio. I've been like music, you know. Been loving music all my life. You know, growing up in the country, growing up with our family, gender love music. You know that for yourself. We love music. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't just based off of one kind of music. We like all kind of music. So, you know, and I caught that wave early on. And then with the podcast, you know, I really wasn't doing too much. So I just said, you know, it would be good to talk about some of the things that we don't experience in my life.
Right.
That can help somebody else. You know, that's the main agenda anyway. To put seeds out there, good seeds, and then watch them grow. You know, I've seen a lot of young folks grow off of some of the things that we don't plan. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
So what made you stop recording?
Well, when my house burned down October the 1st.
Speak on that after you tell me about this. Speak on that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What made me want to start recording?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was basically like wanting to hear my story out loud.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like hear some of my story out loud and see if it can be effective to help somebody. You know, because you know our struggles most of the time they're not for us. They for somebody else. You know, and sometimes it is for you. You just gotta know how to take heed to what God's showing. You know what I mean?
How long did it take you to come up with that concept that sometimes your lessons are not your lessons?
It had to be. I had to think on that because like when things happen to you, you automatically gonna feel it. Like you got your own emotions, and that's something that we have to learn how to channel anyway. So when I had kind of grabbed that concept, it kind of helped me ease up on myself, like not beating myself up so much. You know what I'm saying? Because you could beat yourself up so much and think that you keep on failing and failing, but sometimes they're not for you. You know, you got to learn some type of lesson in order to either help somebody or help yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So how your house burnt down? You ever?
But first of all, it's a legal issue right now. I can't speak on a lot of it but I can't speak about what was like I came home to.
Right, speak on.
You see what I'm saying? I came home to my house burning down because like my mama had 4 strokes. You know what I'm saying? And so, my mama had 4 strokes. So I had done went up there to see her, and when I was coming home, man, pulled up in the yard. Actually, she had done got out, and we had went to George's restaurant, and because she was saying she was hungry, and so we went to George's, and then by the time we got to my house, man, we were coming down here, and I said, "Mama, we get to watch a movie tonight," because I seen my neighbor light on, and then we pulled in the yard, and then next thing you know, I walked up to because at the front of my house, there was like a gate. You can't just come to the front door. Right. There was a gate right there. So I got to the gate and I smelled smoke. And I told Mom to get back in the car. But I ran to my tow truck first and then got the thing. Because I ran in the house trying to see what started it. And then it was on fire. Cause it wasn't nothing I could do to stop it.
Did y'all lose everything?
Everything, total loss. It was a total loss. You know, everything I done worked for 33 years of my life, I went up in smoke. And that's what I'm saying. Like one of the emotions that we got to learn to channel is you don't never know how it's gonna come. Right. You see what I'm saying? You don't know how it's gonna come. So when that came to me like that, it was something that I never had experienced. Like I done experienced a lot, but that I had, and I never, we can have sympathy for somebody that we can see somebody's house burn down on the news, or see somebody we might know house might burn down, right? And we still might not feel what they feel. We're like, oh man, such house burned down, and then we're going about because. Everybody else still gonna go on and do what they gotta do. You still gotta go to work. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be left there with that emotion most of the time by yourself. Right. Because everybody else gotta go home, cuz. No doubt. You got some true cuz stayed with me to like we got it boarded up and everything, but I'm talking about he still had to go home. You know what I mean? So
how was your support system like through all of that? Like, did it help you weed out who was really there for you and who wasn't?
That's after 2 weeks of me. After 2 weeks of me, like fasting. Like I went on a 2 weeks fast, not even coming out the house, only for Bible study. You know what I mean? And because I had to channel that emotion, I didn't want an emotion to come up and then I take it out on you. You know what I mean? Because we do that. Right. If we don't know how to channel out this emotion, we're gonna take it out on somebody we might see, or the first person that tick us off. Right. They gonna get it. But if you don't know how to channel that emotion, but if you know how to channel that emotion, I didn't. Because like I said early on, that's something I hadn't never experienced. And most of the time, if you ain't never experienced it, it's somebody can get it. Yeah. you know what I mean? Somebody can get it, cause and that's I had to go on a 2 week fast, man, and support system I only really done had like my cousin and a couple more people. You know what I'm saying? That's really been there, and I'm a grown man. I'm I'm saying, like I'm 5 generations under people under my flag. You know what I mean? Like that's done came up under me. So it's really like other people watching me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're trying to teach, you're trying to learn, or trying to show somebody how to do something, they're watching to see how you're going to react to. So you might have to help them. It might not be a house fire. You know what I mean?
How did that affect you all the way mentally, like to get yourself to get back right mentally? Are you still in all the way back?
Yeah, I ain't all the way back, bro. I can't even lie to you. I have to take it one day at a time. I might call him one day I'm up, one day I'm down.
So what are some things that you're doing to channel that?
I cut grass. I do anything that I can do to keep my mind off of that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, my wife passed. You know, her birthday is May the 4th on Sunday. So like I say, I have to try to channel my emotions different than everybody else because I don't have a lot of pain. You know what I mean? Like serious pain that I don't even think a lot of people, the average person, I don't know if they could have been through what I've been through, baby, for real.
So losing a significant other, as if your wife, because you know that's technically your
Support system.
your support system.
Exactly.
So like how do you react to that loss now? Like, cause how long has it been since your wife?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, she would be 53. She would be 53. I'm 54. When I turned 55, she turned 54.
Mm-hmm.
And we was together since 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like,
Oh, that's long time.
yeah,
Long
we
time.
was been together 33 years.
So technically, that was your soulmate.
Yes,
So
that was my soulmate.
how, like, you know, losing a part of you, because she was a part of you.
Mm-hmm.
So with losing a part of you and going through everything that you've been going through, like, how do you still remain the strong-minded person that you?
It's
appear
only
to
by
be?
Jesus, baby.
Mhm.
I can't even take no credit, cuz. You know what I mean? Like, for real, you know that.
Yep.
I can't even take no credit. I had to give it to Jesus. If I did try to take his credit, then I'm in for another rude awakening.
Mhm.
That's like if your mindset, like you just actually you stuck on that, you're gonna keep going around the same mountain for like 40 years. You know what I mean? Cuz?
Right.
Yeah.
So when you start doing that Bible study,
It's not actually mine, and I really don't want to speak on it
okay.
because you know, not because I don't want to speak on it, because I was on another podcast, and then I didn't start it. I just been there for the 5 years.
Yeah, because what made you want to, you know,
What made me want to
to
go? I ain't the one that started it. So, but I give credit to him because it have been going strong for the last 5 years, and it's an all men Bible study down at the barber shop, at JR Barber Shop, and you know I thank God for that Bible study because at the time when my wife died, I had started. I was getting ready to I was going home every night. And I would, you know, if you've been in a relationship for a long time like that, and then you wake up the next day and it's just great silence in your house.
Right.
You know, I heard one time, like, if, you know, once you become a grown man, like, you got to hear some noise. I got to hear some noise because I need to hear the kids. I need the wife to ask me to go to the stove. I need something. But when you just sitting there by yourself and everything that's going on is based upon you, it's I had to start doing something. And I did, like, so I think it was the first couple of weeks I had started going out with my brother holding him. We went to the Yellow Beezy concert and stuff like that. And we were, you know, VIP and, you know, stuff like that. But if that's because I hadn't been out so long, you got to understand, like, you've been married 33 years. I ain't been out, like, in a club atmosphere.
Right.
At that time, it's so long, it was different. And I didn't know how to adjust to that. So I just took a step and started going in the Bible study. And so then I liked it what I was seeing. The first couple of times I went, I was just, you know, I'm a very big observer.
Mhm.
So I observe everywhere I go, what I do, who I'm around, you know, the actions of others and stuff like that. So it makes me. I was observing at first, and then okay, I liked it, and then the message, and then what it stood for. It was for me.
Right.
So that's why I've been still going. You know,
Especially.
yeah, that's why I've been still going, and it's been 5 years strong.
So how, like, you know, because when you think of Bible study, you think of, you know, regular church Bible study with a mixture of everybody. So how is all man Bible study, like, how does that help with mental health for men?
Oh,
Because we don't talk about men mental health.
exactly. Well, we don't talk about men nothing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
talk about y'all nothing.
you know,
Right.
like men have to. That's the one of the things that I'm, you know, channeling our emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Is something that really is big for us right now, because you gotta understand, like in our generation when we was growing up, all the men wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
Being like for real.
Yeah.
All the men wasn't right. So that's what our wives pray for. Like, men's get in their position. Men's get in their position. We might have been hustling. We might have been clubbing. We might have been whatever. We wasn't in our right position.
Mm-hmm.
So as we start to progress through the years, now you start seeing men getting in their position.
So that's why I was asking, like, how does that Bible study help? The words that y'all are receiving from that Bible study, how does that help you as a man deal with your day to day?
Because I'm able to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to really get it out. In our Bible study, I really don't talk about that.
It's a safe place.
Yeah, it's a safe place because because we don't.
Yeah, there's no judgment in the all in the under God's name.
Up under his wings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know how in the word where he say God take and put you in his bosom.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's doing in there. And so what we do talk about in there is consecrated. Like we don't take it outside.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so that's one of the safety nets for us, is that we can get it outside of here.
And it doesn't go nowhere.
And be able to speak it out. You won't hear it nowhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, you know.
So it's kind of like therapy.
Yes,
Gotcha.
very much like that.
How many times a week y'all do that?
One on Wednesday. You know what I mean? But like I've had to talk to 2 mental health counselors. Like I took a man and I took a woman, because I need to know from both perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
And if I want to be a wise man, I want to make sure I'm listening to both of them and seeing what, with my state of mind and what I've been through in my life, I had to. But I hadn't talked to one before my wife died.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really all over the place, if you really want, you know, that's the truth. Like, I had grown to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
A good husband before my wife died and stuff like that. But, you know, she helped me with that. You know what I mean? She helped to bring me in. She helped me with a lot. And I thank God for her being in my life. You know what I mean?
You ever shook back from that a little bit?
Yeah. I feel like I'm shaking back now. You know what I mean? Because I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm outside with y'all. You know what I mean? Because that's why I do a little thing on Facebook every morning, and it's real. It's not. It ain't called nothing, but I start calling myself God's son, because I really feel like I'm the son. But I know I'm the son, but I'm saying like when you get your own personal relationship with God, and then He really start showing you the love that how much He loves you. Not man. You know, I don't really look too much in man's perspective. I look to God because I know He's the one that brought me through everything I've been able to go through.
With you being a Christian and turning to God, what did you have any question when your house burned down? Like, what just happened to me?
I don't question God, but I did wonder, and I'm glad you asked me that, because That's one of the things that I had to get an understanding of. Because see, before I became a Christian, like when my wife and them used to pray over me, and all honesty, like no jokes aside, her and my godmother prayed over me a couple of times because when I was in the street, like I wasn't, you know, trying to displease God or I didn't care, to be honest. You know what I mean? I was doing what I was doing because whatever needed to be done had to be done. You know what I'm saying? But when she used to pray over me, I used to tell her, I don't know what y'all doing, but it's not working here. I'm still got this feeling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I still got to go get off this work.
You gonna always have an urge, no matter how spiritual you is. You always got an urge because that's just your natural nature with everybody.
Yeah, but see, at that time, I was just being introduced to Christ. You see what I'm saying? But when you are going full blown Christian like me, like now,
That was him opening that door for you.
Exactly.
You know, hey, I'm here.
thank you. Cause see, from a lost soul aspect, you don't
You put
really.
somebody in your life that
Thank you. You don't have that because I grew up without my father. You know what I mean? I left home when I was 13, dog. Like 13 years old. Like left home, staying in hotels. That's when me and Ola and all us used to just stay together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made us tighter. And then, but as far as like when I'm becoming a full blown Christian man, it just helps me to know how to, like I said, go back to me channeling my emotions. You know what I mean?
What made you leave home at an early age like that?
I didn't feel wanted.
Why?
Because, I mean, like, and to be honest with y'all, like, I ain't never had a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have to sleep on the couch. And if you coming up and you have to sleep on the couch, then that's like you spend the night with somebody, right?
Is it because your mama not?
No, it wasn't my mama.
Oh,
It was my grandma.
Your grandma?
My mama was on drugs. But, you know, she always had a home.
Mm-hmm.
That now, when I used to go to my mama's house, now I had a house. But, you know, as you coming up, like in our era, like we hitting the block, you know what I mean? Mama got door locked,
Right.
you got grandma's house. So
Mm-hmm.
you go to grandma's house. My brother, he actually stayed with my grandma. So, like, I was outside then. Like, I really wasn't at home. And a lot of my family was scared of me. Like, really scared of me. Like, they didn't know what I was going to do.
Now, do you feel like maybe you got to take some type of responsibility and accountability for that?
Absolutely.
Because I think, do you feel like maybe you felt alone because you wanted to do what you wanted to do?
No, not that. It's just that I had to do what I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had to feed my little brother. Like, my grandma and them, they gave us a roof over here.
Mm-hmm.
And that you know, 3 boys growing up in the 90s, 70s, and 80s.
Right.
Like, growing up in the 70s and 80s, like, grandma is working, making sure we got 3 meals, and make sure we got a roof over our head.
Right.
And taking us back for school. But, you know, like,
There was other things that y'all wanted.
yeah, other things, like, back when the Jordans came out, it was like we wanted some Jordans, and we didn't have no Jordans, so we started selling drugs. And
So it went back to that was because that's what you wanted to do,
true,
and not because what you had to do.
true. I mean, like, it was sometimes that I had to do because grandma didn't give me everything I wanted,
But she,
or not wanted, or everything I needed.
mm-hmm.
My brother no might have got that, but I didn't.
I got
You
you.
know what I'm saying? So, the urge of wanting to have something better for yourself, or to make sure your little brother. I raised my little brother,
Mm-hmm.
actually. Poop. I raised him. Shout out to Poop if you're watching. But I raised Poop. That's why Poop loved me so much.
Do you feel like you're the black sheep?
I know I'm the black sheep. I know feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I always say, cause the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Because you gotta understand, if you're the black sheep, you're gonna learn how to really take care of yourself. You know what I mean? You're gonna really learn how to maneuver and do what you gotta do, cause if not, then you're gonna lose. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I know on the black sheep, but black sheep ain't always been a bad thing, because for me, it taught me how to move.
Mm-hmm.
Taught me, and like it taught me how to adjust myself. You know, adapt to every situation. You know, we have to adapt.
Why would you say you? Why would you say you're the black sheep though?
Because like back in those days, color didn't matter.
And you was a darker tone?
Yeah, I'm darker than both of my brothers, and then I'm a mattress. See, both of them are, well, my poop, he a mattress in Johnson, but my brother's a Johnson. And so the Johnson side of the family, that's the side of the family that my mama is. So you know, and when relationships,
I feel like he the black sheep because he didn't get to have that necessary upbringing that his other family members had.
Yeah.
Either.
Okay.
Like,
you know how
he had a daddy that was alive, but instead of them pouring into him, they poured into other places.
Yeah.
When his mama went through whatever she was going through, people that could have brought him in a certain type of way.
On neither side, though. But you gotta understand, on neither side of the family.
Sitting in the middle of that where you see everybody else getting everything that you want, but yet you still sitting there like, hey, I ain't got this either, but hey,
And you said you was the oldest?
No, I'm in the middle, and that's the thing too. Being a middle child, that's you fighting against the firstborn and then the baby. You see what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily you're fighting against, because I love my siblings. You know what I'm saying? Like I go back for my brother and my mama. My cousin know, like y'all. Well, if anybody know me, they know. Boy, I'm missing my family, boy. I'm coming to see you. You know what I'm saying? But I thank God that He changed my heart, right? Because see, when my grandma died, I had to sit beside her with her not knowing who I was. She thought I was the oldest. And she was telling me, thinking she talking to my brother, like, you know, that's why I used to get fat up. Fat turned out good. He's the one gonna be strong for the family. And that's why I did that. That's why I used to wake him up to have him go to the washroom with me. That's why I used to wake him up to hop in them beans. You know, remember them little Salvation Army beans?
Back in the day.
Back in the day, we used to jump in them jokers and grandma be right there. We throw about 4 back. We can't get in no trouble for that. No. We used to hop in them beans, throw them bags out, cousins, boom. We got some clothes. Yes. Yes. Sure, we should get that stuff. Then they start locking them beans down.
They're super locked now.
TK, what made you gravitate toward fat?
First off, family, but
yeah,
whenever
I'm talking about without family.
Nah, that's what I'm about to say. It was just
I didn't even know that was
he didn't know. I knew, but at the same time, it's just your soul connect you to certain people.
Yes.
If if it's really speaking, your soul connect you to certain people, and then whenever we did connect, or like whenever I did go to the OT backyard boxing thing, and I did my little thing, and then he was like, "Wait, you a mattress?" Wait, that's my cousin. I'm like, yeah, I'm a cousin. Yeah. And we just literally came in the ring. We clicked right there.
So did.
And after
that's
that,
how y'all connected.
Like, yes.
Okay, so it was through the boxing thing.
But after that, I really gave it to him.
Yeah. So that wasn't long though. That wasn't long at all.
Yes. And it, like I said, he been family the whole life, but it was just that type of.
I didn't know.
It just clicked, and then at the same time, I feel like I say,
the relationship I had with his daddy,
mysterious ways, point blank, period. And then how I needed him in my life. At that time, I was going through my own stuff. So, boom, I ain't never had a father figure. I had a grown man that I could actually speak to now and be vulnerable with if I needed to, or like
I don't have to check him to
sit there and give my ideas off of and get in the right spot and stuff like that with. So it was just like a mentor type love, fatherly like love that came in when I needed it.
Cause let me tell you a story. I showed him pictures of me and his daddy. Like I had a relationship with his daddy, like stronger than our relationship.
Lonely son.
Yeah, boy, that was my dog. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of him in my nephew. You know what I mean? And I know he's a go-getter.
Yeah, you look just like him too.
Yes, yeah. I know he's a go-getter. He's not a quitter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're not a quitter. We don't quit. You know what I mean? We gotta keep moving, dog.
You got to.
Yeah.
You took the shots up for that.
Yeah.
You take your shot.
Take your shot because of all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got me a shot of Mountain Dew, baby.
Or you gotta wait on us to take the shot.
Oh, you know, I can take two of these.
Yeah, go ahead.
Get me a shot of Mountain Dew.
Neither you already got some.
Oh, I got some.
Yes, yes.
Now get some more.
I got some.
Get some more.
Yeah.
So a lot in here.
Let me see.
You got me
yeah.
some.
It's a lot in there. It's a lot in there. Hey, to big cousin, baby.
Let's go.
Yes,
Go,
sir.
bro.
That's what's
Love,
happening.
man.
That's
Family,
love,
family.
number love, family love, baby. Man, I do all that. Yes,
As
sir.
Pastor said she love you.
Love you too.
Love you, cuz.
Oh, that first shot.
So what made you want to do the backyard boxing anyway?
Man,
Ooh, buddy, shut up,
because I
Yeah,
was sitting,
yeah.
I was sitting in the house.
Hold
I
on,
say,
wait. Who the hell came in here?
Kira,
who she at?
she don't have.
But yeah, what made me do
Carol,
it?
bring some popcorn here.
Ain't no money.
That's all up.
It's on right here, cuz.
Nah, I thought- no,
we don't got 2 shots up.
Now I'm gonna tell her to bring another bag here for y'all.
But, what made me do that? I was sitting in the house, man.
Mhm.
And I had
said you need to meet your cousin.
Go ahead. It's a shot.
yeah.
yeah.
But then you meet him.
Oh, you took the whole
But,
shot?
I didn't take that first shot.
Hey, man.
No, I'm gonna tell you what happened during the
Questa
intro
said she
shot.
love you.
tell her I
Intro
love her.
shot,
That's my
Fat,
family.
Fat had me doing something over
I
there.
do, y'all.
So that's what it was. That's why I didn't take the first
You
shot.
didn't come in talking about shots up, 3 of them too.
Kira, what that wine that you bought?
Carol, they said shots up, come take a shot.
I
Can
got
you
a
take that shot?
THC drink in here.
You gotta take some shots for Fat too.
Cause I'm get your shot, cuz.
Yeah, we taking another one?
Yeah, we
Come
having that, man.
You gotta
We've been
think
talking
to
for a minute, yeah. We've been talking for a
No,
minute.
my throat just got burnt. I heard your bit. I heard my throat just burnt. I remember that.
We do this every week, so you already know.
Yeah, every week.
Who cares?
That's good.
I care.
It's good, cousin.
It's
It's good.
good.
It's popcorn. It's sale.
It says April 25th.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the week
No.
ago.
No, you don't.
Why you can't open that? You know my nerves bad.
My nerves bad.
Cause you know, nerve bad too.
Yeah. I can't
What?
open that.
Tell you, real.
Why your nerves bad? Yours good.
That don't matter.
You got kids.
Okay.
I got kids.
You don't know.
They wasn't always though.
Okay.
So,
See,
like,
see what
call
I'm
me
saying?
some.
I can't even
I
pay
don't
mine.
mind so much. I don't know about that.
Nah, you ain't no wine. You drinking liquor right now. What that THC drink?
Right.
You don't need it.
It's right here.
I had one of these
That
shots,
don't
but I
have
ain't
it
taking no shot.
Try it.
Get on it, cuz.
Take a shot of it.
It
The
has
sun
high.
already got me warm.
Take a shot of the THC. Oh, when we went
What
to
the levels of this?
the liquor store, the man, you remember the liquor store people that came?
Yeah.
They showed us the picture of him when he left. His wife had shown the picture of him when he left from the podcast. He was on the bathroom floor,
Laid.
laid. He was gone.
See.
Shoes and everything still on. He was laid,
It's
boy.
big milligrams. I ain't drinking this right now.
Don't
That's a
see it.
lot.
This is a lot for liquor. Gonna hit your bloodstream real quick.
Oh, you gonna be pissed.
Mm.
Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Mountain Dew up, baby.
Let's go, Cole.
Get it.
Hot liquor.
Cold beer, hot liquor, baby. Not up for debate.
You get shot. You need a shot glass.
I don't need a shot.
Yes, you do.
Huh.
But yeah, I was literally
Look,
cause
that's how I made.
I made.
Wait, good.
I literally was was watching it at home. Shout out to the what's the name?
Street beef.
Street beef. And I was interested in it, and I felt like it could help our community, and because it really at that time, man, it was like murder after murder. I mean, like shooting after shooting. You know what I mean? And I just said, let me try to do something. Like we have to try.
The thing about that though, when you trying to get, I was gonna try to do that one time too.
Mm-hmm.
Then I saw you doing. I said, I'm gonna let cousin continue to do that.
Yeah.
But the thing with that, niggas that talk all the gangster shit,
They
come
won't.
and say they not gonna do it.
Man, they won't even do it, cuz. They ain't got no hands. Cuz I got in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get in there
I
and
got
throw
in
your
there.
hands.
Yeah, I got in there.
Too sweet.
And
Maybe
like,
he tried
The
to
nigga talk so much how
yeah,
so,
they won't even get in around.
It's alright.
What-
Alright.
we gotta wait till they're around the crowd of people or when they're around somebody really.
Mm-hmm.
We got Chick-fil-A ice in there.
So we should call them out
I'm
then.
about to go get you a cup.
Yeah.
We should call them out,
You
cuz.
back.
We'll call them out. Ones in the crowd. They burn out, cuz. You know what I'm saying? They burn out.
They ain't gonna make no noise, man. They just talk. When they're around a group of people in the club, man, they'll got fight,
Yeah.
pick up everything,
Yeah.
hand to hand.
Or
They
they
ain't gonna
talk
do it.
all different types
That's
of money
different, though.
prices and stuff.
That's different fighting in the club because they know somebody gonna break it up.
Or
And then
they
they
gonna
got
hit you with something, they gonna shoot you.
Yeah, but cuz
I'm gonna break it
club
up. Whenever,
refereeing.
whenever
in
you
there.
get beat up too bad,
Yeah, he refereeing. Cuz
You like really gotta sit there and take them punches.
I want mine taking
And
that
you
one
want,
though.
but
That's
some,
right.
I'm talking about
Yeah,
some
let's
people
go home.
do. Some people do. You
But-
gotta really sit there and take that.
but I'm saying like
at the end of the day, a lot of the situations and deaths that happen could have
At
just
that
been
time.
avoided with a conversation or a simple fight.
Yeah,
Fight.
instead
Like-
of going to
Ass whooping don't hurt that bad for
Yeah.
real.
because
Getting punched don't hurt as
It
bad as a
hurt their
bullet.
pride.
So how?
But I'd
It
rather my
hurt their
pride
pride.
it hurt some
raised
people's
by women.
pride. I'm just
But
saying.
you
it hurt
rather
some
your
people's
pride get hurt than your life gone for 30 years.
Yeah, but the person who probably most likely took the life looking at it like, oh, well, I spunked on that dude. I handled my business. I did this. I did that. They're not looking at it like,
Yeah,
oh,
But then he
well.
locked up looking
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
But
Yeah.
But some
Yeah.
people ain't smart enough to even realize that they was a
You're
stupid
right.
decision.
You know what? That goes back to what I said earlier.
We
Not
needed it.
counting our emotions. We
needed
got
it.
to start. That's a part of us really growing up and channeling our emotions because
And then
if we
like,
don't channel our emotions, you end up in prison.
Right.
30 years or some
It's-
60, 50 years.
For one, people don't like embarrassment.
Yeah.
That's the whole problem. They don't like
Yes.
embarrassment.
Mhm.
See, I don't give a fuck about nobody laughing at
Thank
me or saying what you gotta say. You just saying what you're saying.
Thank
but I
you.
feel like it's more embarrassing to see you on a mug shot and then you hear a lot of these stories and it'd be like, oh, he really shot him because he was scared to get beat up.
But see, that's
Or
your
he shot him
opinion
over
on
a
that.
female. But now he in jail.
Yeah, but you
like
got,
now his kids don't got a father.
Yeah.
right.
Like,
But younger generation
it's
don't look
too-
at it like
But
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy to me because like now you got another person without, like, you got kids without fathers for no reason.
Exactly.
Where we could have just had a conversation, or most likely I ain't even really say that about you like that.
Thank you.
That old buddy just spent that the way he did it because he didn't really like you and
Yes.
woo,
Yes.
and knew we was gonna get into it.
At
Like,
the end of the day, they got their man. That's all they looking at.
shit.
And they got that sentence too.
And they got
Yeah,
that.
they
They
got
got
that
a life
That's
sentence.
true.
Yeah.
But see, why would you?
Like,
Why
it's
would you
crazy.
allow?
Some people just ignorant to the fact.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
exactly.
ignorant, so
And they allow
Them-
somebody
them-
else.
We in a world full of people that's not really God bodied. They're not. They don't.
Crazy,
They don't
man.
love.
Crash dump,
They don't
cuz.
love and see the benefit out of life for
That's
real.
right.
They don't realize that they supposed to be doing so much more with their life rather than taking another one.
Exactly.
It's like so many little things. I've de-escalated all types of
So,
situations
challenge
with
your-
words
you
when I
challenge
know
your
for a
emotions.
fact I can do some stuff with my hands.
Exactly.
Like I know
Your
for a
hands is
fact I'm
weapons.
going home for. I'm going home.
That's right.
I don't want to stop nobody from going home.
No.
I
we
ain't
can't
never
do that.
been like I don't got that in my heart. That's why I get in the cage.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's like I know what life is. I
Exactly.
value life because I've seen people lose life
In
at
front
an
of
early
you.
age.
I've seen it like
So like that's where I
in front of
I
you.
don't get where it be like, well, I got my man, like, but you got him because y'all got to arguing about a female that was doing both of y'all wrong.
But
Like, what?
it's really like it's no it's no arguing about no female first of all.
Sometimes.
no-
I mean, yeah.
Sometimes
I mean, I
But like,
understand.
now certain stuff you can't go back from. Certain stuff I can understand. Like, all right, he had to go with his move. But a lot of the stuff don't be like that. A lot of the stuff and a lot of reason people getting killed don't be about nothing.
Yes,
Now, if it's 100%
Sometimes it's by all
justified,
means necessary.
yeah. If it's like that, I understand.
Yeah.
But if it's not that, if it's not really my life or yours because of something
If
specific,
it's not
it was.
self-defense, it's not really.
And some of the, I understand some situations build up to that, but then when you go to the root of it, it'd be like, damn, y'all really started all this bullshit because of this.
And you could have avoided it.
Yeah.
And you could have gotten in the ring. And
Like, if
woke
it was
up
that
the
deep,
next day.
fault.
Woke up the next day and
Damn,
said,
my mama got to be sad.
you understand?
Your mama got
wake
to,
up-
somebody mama got to be sad.
You wake up in jail, and all you wake up at home with just a couple bruises.
And then what? Now your child sitting. Then you fast forward. Now your child sitting here in the street, don't know how to deal with their emotions, constantly in trouble. Don't know how to take.
You're like,
You're like,
Like,
gone.
that's what I'm saying. But
It's no.
Yeah, but at the same time, you gotta also blame social media too, because instead of
what about
people,
before social
we
media?
gotta blame social media for what
before
people.
social media, I can understand.
Everything is different.
But now it's like now with social media, instead of people like actually trying to, diffuse the situation, they want to everybody pulling out their phones now,
Yep.
and they
They
recording
like
and they
that.
humiliating you,
Yeah.
and not everybody
niggas
can
are
take
run from-
humiliation.
Yeah,
Like everybody can
It's
take
literally
that.
you
That's what I'm
humiliated
saying.
for no longer than 2 days.
I wanna
because
fight the
something else is
cameraman.
coming.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like some people can't take that.
Like,
you gotta think.
Fight the camera,
Like,
man.
let's say for instance, if
Not
somebody
you.
That's
like,
straight.
but no, but listen though, what if
Straight.
you fighting somebody now? Like, let's say for instance, you out here, you okay? I'm gonna shoot the one with this person, right?
Yeah.
So you doing it like you supposed to do it, but then this person got other people with them, and people just sitting there stomping you, and everybody
See,
sitting there.
but
with
now
their
we got
hands
a
up.
reason.
So stuff like
We
that.
got a
But I'm
reason.
saying, but you're right, that is different. But then it goes back to, okay, you done humiliated me. Now I gotta retaliate in a different way. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes social
That's
media
a different level of it.
yeah, but sometimes
Because
social
even
media
without
can
a
have way of
camera,
humiliating people,
even-
and that's why people react sometimes the way they do when
Hey,
it comes to
cuz,
gun
Even
violence.
without a camera, I'ma react stupid off of that.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
if
that's
we-
how you are
but like
different.
say if
You're in a different age
so
bracket,
say
too,
boom.
you know what I mean?
me and him got into a I fuck you not fuck you fight, and he ended up knocking me out. You videotaped it. I'm not mad at nobody in this motherfucker because I got into a fuck you match with him, and I knew what I was signing up for whenever them fuck yous came. Now, if it's like fuck you not fuck you, and then he hit me, he pistol whipped him,
That's
and we
different,
jumped
bro.
on him. Oh, he got every right.
Yeah, that's
Point
different.
blank period to go with whatever move you
Yeah, that's
want
different.
because we took
Yeah.
it different towards his life.
Yeah, that's different.
But like how simple stuff be like, darn, I was trying to de-escalate the situation. I defended myself,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
had a whole nother thing in his head.
Yeah.
Now he want to shoot me because I defended myself. You didn't think I was gonna defend myself?
Yeah.
Like
No, that's a
you
totally
embarrassed
No,
because
I
your
get
shit
it.
didn't
I
happen
get
right.
it. I'm just saying some people can't. Some people
Some
not
people don't know how
strong-minded
to handle
enough
that
to take
emotion, yeah.
And
humiliation.
they
Social
just do
media,
their ass
man.
at home.
Social media.
Like,
Yeah, social
Yeah,
media.
social
Man, people
media.
they'll
I
run
can't-
from
I can't
Anderson
agree
agree
with
with
you on
a
that.
record a fight, but won't
Exactly.
support
Yeah,
nothing you do.
yeah, that's right.
What?
They won't
They
support
won't
nothing you do.
support nothing because they won't support nothing. But
Man,
you
that's
know,
a spirit.
it's just
That's-
that's something that we working on doing now.
Anderson and Dead Zone for that though, and it really ain't no hope. I don't see it.
I feel
it's
like
hope all
slowly
over,
it's
but-
gonna happen, but
We ain't gonna be here to see it.
I'm be
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not.
Shit, all right.
It's gonna be about 50 years. from
No,
now.
you gonna be here.
Nah,
soon,
you're
too.
real
Like,
sick, huh?
you see
You're
how
real
quick
sick.
stuff change?
Cause you know,
I see a different aspects from it, man. From been doing
You
this
know,
for
when,
3 years, I see too much.
yeah, you gonna see a lot.
Running
Sometimes you
clubs
gotta be
and all
10
that.
years in it.
Yeah.
For
But
the
you know
real
what,
to see the
cuz,
change. Look at Lil Durk.
You know,
He fucked up.
look,
But
cuz,
still,
when we
12 years.
when we used to hustle, right, on Spencer, right, I used to be out there.
Allegedly.
That's 50 years, that's 30 years
Just
old.
still say allegedly.
Allegedly, when we used to go do that, you can literally see black clouds like over down there, and we used to say it's lost
Oh, it
souls.
raining? Nice.
No,
Everybody's being angry.
that's why I say that's why I say we used to actually say it was lost souls, and it actually
Down at
probably
Andrews.
was. down
Let me tell you,
the whole
Rough, boy.
the Spencer Street, the 4-way up by going up by High Street, all that. You know what I mean? It's just was like a black cloud because there's just so much death down there, ladies. You know,
Yeah.
I think. Did I say ladies?
I don't know.
But I'm just saying, like, and I honestly growing up down there, it actually taught you. That's one of my PTSDs because it taught me how to be alert. You know what I mean? The game teach you a lot. You know what I mean? And if you're willing to learn, like it can teach you how to be alert. But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm talking about back then.
Yeah.
It's no being in no game now. Like you might well just get you a job and literally, you can just create you a job. You know what I mean?
If you will, hustler, though, that's something you keep on the low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man,
A lot of people don't understand it. They want to be loud with it. Put it on their story.
Let me tell you something, cuz back in the day, when we was doing what we had to do, didn't nobody know we was doing that. I kept a job. You know what I mean?
Y'all gotta have a job too, because you get your benefits.
Yes, I kept a job. You know, and you really need to make sure that hey, you out the way. You don't need to be seen all the time. You know,
Okay.
why would you want to be seen all the time unless you're doing something positive? Unless you're in the community, trying to lift somebody up.
And that's what social media got people fucked up.
Yeah.
They want
want
to be seen all the goddamn
It's about the
time.
like.
They
click.
want you to
And I-
record them going to give a homeless person some food and
No,
money.
Yeah,
they
that's-
want you to
And at this
record them
point-
and slapping the homeless
Yeah,
person.
and that too.
And
Everything
I
is for
don't
the book now.
exactly.
Yes,
And
I
I don't. Like I said earlier, I don't even think social media plays a part because you gotta understand like that's the way people get money now. Cause that's the new age hustle, right?
Give encouragement.
Thank you. It's a gift and a curse. So, but if you really trying to motivate and do what you need to do, then this is what this is for. You know what I mean? It's not really for you to incriminate yourself. I never incriminate myself on camera, but we used to run some cameras, even pictures. We come up in the area, boy, you take a picture of us,
He say, but now he say
What?
cheese.
yeah, but now you know why? You know why? I'm free.
I know.
I'm free. I ain't got to look behind my back for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to worry about no pads coming back to haunt me. I don't have to worry about no cases. People get on here and do things that they don't even know if they got cases.
Mm-hmm.
You have old cases. They used to pick you up for speeding tickets back in the day. I don't know if they do it now.
Don't do that.
Yeah, they used to pick you
Sure,
up.
that's
for
how you
speeding
set up for a speed ticket now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's what I was gonna
Just
say.
spend your life,
And-
but you know, don't get
and
caught
then-
though.
Yeah,
That's all.
and then you know,
They be looking
people
for you
use man, cause I'm gonna tell you something. We was radiated so bad that when we was in Honey Pad, we went to a club, and they was telling me like we had rolled up in one of my partners had drove, right? I ain't even drive, so I ain't got a license at that time. I didn't. So we went in the club. You know how the juice scene. I always put that back to the juice scene when they pointed out Q. Come off and up there. Man, they came and picked me up in the club the same way. And they was telling me, cause my partner had told them I drove. And I was like, man, I ain't drive the car. And I ain't got no license. And so the police kept telling
Like
me to
when
move
Pop,
the
when
car.
Pop pointed out that
Yes.
shit out,
And they kept telling me to move the car. And I said, man, I ain't got no license. And the police actually made me move the car because it needed to be moved. And the time I moved the car, he locked me up. And I made my homeboy, I said, boy, you got to get me out of jail, nigga. Because you got to understand, like, I didn't say he drove. They just came and got me, and he know he drove. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, look at here. But they locked me up in 100 Pad, but that's why I don't like 100 Pad. But
They locked me up too. And,
in 100 Pad.
mhm.
Well, I'm telling you, I don't like 100 Pad.
Well, Honey Path don't play.
Yeah, no, they don't play.
Well, I got my first speeding ticket.
You did? For real?
Got my first
Mhm.
speeding ticket in Pendleton.
For real?
Right there, Tri-County ticket.
Yeah. Well, they can get you right there.
Pendleton, that's-
Yeah, they can get you right there. So-
I never got a speeding ticket nowhere else but Pendleton.
And you know, that's where they used to sit at a lot, because, you know, J.P. Stevenson was up there.
Mhm.
They used to catch him getting off of work. You know what I mean?
I got my first ticket when I was 18. Then I got a second ticket in Pendleton like 2023.
Wow.
Same spot.
Yeah. Hey, you know they don't beefed up the police, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they don't beefed
Oh,
it
they
up.
all
So they
athletic
sit
and look like MMA fighters now.
they sit. No, I'm talking about they sit.
They
They sit
don't
up
do
everywhere.
nothing.
They
They
sit
gonna
up
fight, they still
everywhere.
gonna
Hey,
stay
cuz,
and
I
shit
want
out
to
there.
give a shot. I want to give a shot to your podcast, man.
Oh,
Let's
you
go.
gonna do a real shot?
No.
I just-
But I want to give a shot.
When last time you drank something? I tried to drink something.
Nah, it's been a while, cuz. Like, I can't sit here and lie, say I ain't drunk nothing, but I'm saying, like, it's occasion. Like, if I'm with somebody.
Occasion.
Yeah, no, I ain't talking about like that. No, it's not. It's an interview. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm with my significant other or
I
something
thought
like
it
that,
was
you know,
occasion.
it's an occasion.
Yeah.
Here you go. But
Shout out.
it's for
Shut up.
like when I'm with my significant other or something like that. But you know, I haven't drunk no hard liquor in a long time, girl. Really, a long time.
She wants you to drink a shot.
No.
I thought it was an
can't.
occasion.
It is an occasion.
You up there
you know.
talking about cool, let's take a shot. I thought you were gonna take a real shot.
might do. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't believe
I
you
want-
got on your cup either. While
yeah,
you
T,
Nah,
take you a
You
shot.
could have got a little sample. Hold on,
Yeah,
first of
right.
all, why is this bottle over
He
here?
came to
You had to
take.
pour your shot.
Yeah,
I'm good. I got
That's
one.
what I'm saying. That's why I was over there.
Well, I gotta give a shout out to my cousin.
You
Man.
said shout out
Oh,
to you
yeah,
too.
hot liquor.
Not a
You
fucking
know,
thing.
my cousin, man, he really been doing his thing, and I beat you up, man, and I'm so proud of y'all as a group.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Yeah, what that
Oh, that water behind it.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
Good. Y'all been consistent and stay that way. Don't worry about the other stuff. It's gonna come.
Oh yeah, no
You
doubt.
know what I mean? And we don't do it for that really, because we got our way of making our money. You know what I mean? We got jobs, businesses, and if we can create something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we get money.
Yeah,
more money.
that's right. We gonna do that. But I thank God that y'all staying consistent, and I thank God y'all got the Upstate Hood Award. Give yourself a couple more. Can't think yourself. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking, man. I love you.
Yeah,
I love
here you go, right here. Here you go.
Yeah.
And we nominated again for the Southern Plug Award.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For the whole state of down south, really.
The whole
That's
thing,
what
yeah.
I'm talking about. I'm proud of y'all,
South
man.
Carolina,
That's what
yeah.
I'm talking about,
We
man.
the
Put
only-
it on
We're the
the
only
map.
one from Anderson too.
It's
All
right.
from
And
Anderson.
keep going. Don't stop. You know, I
Real
just wish-
pioneers for real.
I just really wish we support each other more. You know what I mean? Like I don't care about like all the other stuff. Just support each other more.
That ain't
You know?
gonna happen.
It will.
And
We gotta speak about
We so crab in the
Positive,
barrel.
it ain't gonna happen. I'm saying that. Now
it's
that ain't
It's gonna happen eventually.
yeah. Well, it's more like I don't.
I'm glad y'all see that. I don't see that. Not in Anderson.
Y'all
We
don't be in the
can't
right
speak
spot.
it, cuz. We can't speak.
The
We
thing
gotta
about it
speak
is
good.
Greenville.
Just a crab in the bucket syndrome.
Greenville support
Yes.
Greenville.
Yeah.
But Greenville support this podcast.
Yeah, I don't see
They
them
support
support
this
it.
podcast.
Yeah.
Greenwood, Spartanburg,
Greenwood,
Atlanta,
Spartanburg,
North
Atlanta.
Carolina.
Yeah, and North
What about
Carolina.
West Show?
Yeah, they came through. I think one dude from Washoe
Yeah,
came
one
through.
one person. Easily.
Antroville,
Spartanburg.
Easily.
Spartanburg.
yeah, Gavin.
Spartanburg,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Spartanburg and Greenville and Greenwood is very heavy.
What about Charleston? I know some people in Charleston.
We haven't had nobody from Charleston.
I know
We got other places, Newberry. We got other
Yeah.
places.
New
So
Orleans.
close.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Okay, California.
California.
New
Hey,
York.
yeah, I've seen.
So,
What's his name? Terrence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
had
I'm
to be
talking
shared
about. I
for
like
someone.
that. Yeah, I like that.
it
I mean,
started in Anderson.
It started at Anderson, but what we saying is
No, don't
like,
say that. I'm
yeah,
just
no,
saying-
yeah,
no,
Anderson,
but
we just saying
but
where our
like-
nigga supporters come
Mhm.
from.
But like
Yeah.
everybody know that around here. But I feel like that's with your city, anyways. With anything, you get your support, like your local fan base, and you're like everybody gonna have them local people for them, and then you gonna have them people where it's like, damn, we went to high school together. You should support me because I'm the only one.
But I
doing
know
something
you
from
and
my
I
class.
don't really.
But, like,
I
that's-
have to.
Them the same people that's probably really busy in their life. They got their own shit really going on to really be on Facebook or
Nah,
this, that, and the third.
But you know, you gotta understand. People be on social media daily.
You can't
You
fault
understand what
people
I'm
for
saying? People
the
be
things
on
they got.
social media daily, and they can hit a like or I love you,
Or
cuz.
share.
I
Yeah,
pick
they
you up
can.
all the time on anything.
Every time I see you post something, I like.
And yeah, and
But
you
that's
know,
not everybody.
So
Heart.
let me
not-
ask
no,
y'all a
I'm not
question.
saying
Then.
that. I'm
Since
not
y'all
saying that,
y'all
but
talking about so big about support, how many times have y'all voted for us now for the war we up against now?
I ain't
How many
even know.
times have y'all
I ain't-
voted?
I ain't even know.
I don't
mean,
know nothing about the
vote.
voting system of nothing.
I don't either. I
I
will.
See, it
I
goes
will.
back to support, right?
Yeah, but I'm
So,
saying like when I
y'all
see
know
cuz,
we doing this thing,
Yes.
so y'all should be
But
updated with our
how
current
many
events.
times?
but
I
I
got my
do.
own life.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
You
cuz,
better do us in y'all life.
I will definitely.
But like,
But when I see something cuz got going on, and I will vote for y'all.
Okay, well I'm
because-
telling y'all now.
how many times
we
have you
are-
seen me comment?
We have been nominated for
Yes.
the Southern Plug Award,
Okay.
and we're up against Famous Animal TV,
Okay.
Dino Brown.
Nino Brown,
Okay.
Progress Report,
Okay.
Off the Porch.
Okay.
We up against some
Okay.
heavy.
Hey, y'all
And-
up
but
against
well,
some
we
shit.
don't.
So
And y'all
this is
name
for
being in there, it's
Anderson.
just-
You know what? Now that you told me that, just show me how
And
to
you
do
can
it.
vote
I take-
every day.
Listen, I take people's phones and
Mhm.
put and vote for them. That's how. Listen, cuz when I started my podcast, I used to take people's phone, man. Like,
Well, yeah,
I used to
but
see your phone.
Can't you plug in the
let me-
voting thing on
I
We
see
got
your
it
phone,
on our
and
page.
I
I
used to
subscribe
subscribe
on
to it.
Instagram though. Every time I
Yeah,
see
yeah,
you,
most definitely. Yes,
I'm
yeah.
just saying to see
I was
y'all.
wondering why
Y'all
you ain't
better
ever.
vote.
I wonder why you don't come to Facebook.
Yeah, cause I at first I didn't. All I had was Instagram. Like even before my wife died, that was just the
big.
yeah. He the one did that because that's the only thing I used to
He got
support
popcorn,
my
so I
business
know
with.
that.
You know what I mean?
He got popcorn,
So
so I know
then
how
I had got me a I
I
had got me a TikTok and I started doing it like that, supporting myself. Then he set up my Facebook where we started the boxing. You know, but yeah,
we were trying to link up with doing like making some money off the club promotions and stuff too. You
Yeah,
still in that?
I mean, I could help you like I helped my Uncle Fred with his.
I'm saying you still running it. You still helping them out.
No, I told him once I got it to what like when we had the parking lot full, like I was going down there with him then and helping him promote it. They thought it was my club, but I was like, nah, it ain't mine. It's my uncle's.
I was back down. He had him for security, man. Look up.
Oh, he had cover for security?
Yeah.
Like that Uncle Fred?
No, at my spot.
Oh, where your spot at?
That last one I had. You remember you came by there at the Colville High Liquor.
Oh, yeah, right there. What was that like?
You
Pizza
don't want
place.
to say what they had.
Do a morning time ball. I like it, but
They
anyway.
know.
You know, if I open up, you first one I'm calling.
Yeah. But you know, once we got the parking lot full, I told him, I said, you know, I told her I'd help you get it where you need it. But we realized that he was getting the in crowd. You know what I mean? He was getting like the in crowd because they was coming after they leave the other spots.
Sometimes after our spots be.
Shout out to the Truth Bar and Grill.
Yeah. Shout out to Uncle
Make
Fred.
sure y'all pull up tonight, COVID Hot Liquor Friday.
Yeah. Oh, it's open.
Oh, y'all are true?
Y'all know?
We locked in
We
with him.
locked in with
That's
them.
what's
Oh,
up.
yeah? Okay. That's what's up.
Shout out to Troy.
Shout out my boy Troy, man.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Troy cool.
And
Yeah.
those smash burgers be smashing.
Yeah, Troy cool.
Yeah, we got some
Yeah,
stuff coming with
Urban
Troy
Bites.
sooner or later.
Them
Yeah.
urban bites be urban bites.
I used to-
Tell
You
me.
need to
You
link
know,
up.
I had him.
Yeah.
I used
He
to.
got
He used to be on a banner on my boxing ring.
Yeah.
I used to support him. First one to support him. Like his banner used to be on my. You remember? Did you see it
Yeah, I saw it.
on my thing?
Oh,
You know,
man,
I was
from the
looking out
first
for
to
him,
last
you know
to
what I'm saying?
support those
I had
two
a lot
guys.
of
We need to link
I had a
up.
lot of
We need to,
people going with-
You need to
going
start
with-
linking Oak Tree back up and bringing Oak Tree back
Oh
out.
yeah, I'm a
Y'all don't like that because you done fell off with it. You
Nah,
you-
my house burnt now. Cause like
No, I'm talking about
I had that-
still would you go on places and shooting your stuff?
yeah. But you gotta understand, cause like you gotta
You saying
put
along
yourself
with your guys, son,
along
you can also
with
push,
that, push that.
yeah,
And well, that's what I'm gonna get with you about when we get out. You know what I mean? Because yeah, we can get it back off the top.
Yeah.
Oh, he don't supposed to answer the phone on it?
No.
Take your
I'm
shot.
about to. What can
Take your shot.
Yeah.
I do all day. Take your shot, cuz.
Nah, he don't want to got to take one. This
Oh,
time.
he on?
Yeah.
Oh, cause he
That's
answered
the
the
part
phone.
of the podcast, dude.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Good looking out. Take that
Well,
shot.
y'all good. I'm still
Yeah, I ain't-
podcasting. Why
I
y'all
don't
call
want you
me?
shooting out and doing nothing too much, you know.
You better take a shot. While y'all on the phone, take a shot.
That's all good. right.
That's
So
right.
y'all calling me, y'all maybe ought to take a shot.
That's right.
He do. He go.
There you go.
Not.
There
I
you
gotta
go.
take another shot calling y'all.
And they go.
There you go.
All right.
Not up for debate.
Not up for the
Cuz
debate.
take that shot. It's not
Man,
up for
listen,
debate.
while you over here encouraging people, you about to be taking
No,
that
I can't do that.
Ain't nobody gonna know. Ain't
Yes,
nobody
yes.
gonna know it's not
Listen,
about
baby,
you.
that you could. Yeah, they will.
You like
You better take a shot of wine or
That-
something.
that-
Yeah,
hey,
you
cuz,
do a
come
shot
on,
of wine.
cuz, let's go.
Listen, Jesus
We love
turned
you.
water
It
into
ain't- I
wine.
know, but it ain't.
Everybody
it
Jesus
ain't-
home with it drunk
it
like
ain't- Hey, let me ask you a question.
Well,
I don't have to take a shot right to get to the bathroom.
you gotta take a shot of wine if you get them to go to the bathroom.
Mm.
Is it important
That's your
enough?
shot.
I gotta use the bathroom.
Oh, well, just go
When you
ahead.
get over 50.
Yeah, that's fine. Just take
Hey,
a wine
cuz.
shot when you get back. I'll make sure I pour your wine up for you.
No,
Cold Bill.
Cuz, see how you do? See how you do me?
I know you don't.
Oh,
Nah,
that's
see how
by
you do me, and then
I know,
you-
I'm saying.
and then-
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna pour your wine
That
shot
ain't
for
fair.
you.
That ain't fair. And then I brought you up here for
Ain't
support.
ain't
Hey, cuz,
nobody.
listen.
I'm already
You by
tipsy.
yourself.
Cuz I brought him up here for support, and he encouraged me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He
I'm
in his
gonna take a
ministry.
shot now, telling you. Let's go, Cold
Make
Bill.
sure he take that shot.
Somebody say in the comments with me, so I gotta do it by myself.
Exactly.
Cold Bill. Somebody
Not
say
up
it.
for the day. We got your
Not
number.
up for the debate.
Don't worry, cause
Take
he
the
about
whole
to take a
shot,
wine
shotgun
shot when
shot,
he
baby.
gets fit.
Give it to him.
Shotgun shit. Let's go.
Boom. So.
Emotions make you cry sometimes.
That water don't make it no better. That water make it nasty.
It's dead on it.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just got sleepy all of a sudden.
If that wine and liquor you keep mixing, you got
Yeah.
ice in the fucking wine?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too
You'll
sweet.
sleep good tonight. You'll sleep good as hell.
I'm sitting over here like,
Lashes
damn.
done got low. And my chest
Lashes
going
off.
to the ground. What
Oh,
the
this is not.
One of them about to come off for
For
real.
real?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Carrie, you saying right now.
No, it's not.
You the woman.
What I do?
What the
hell?
fuck you got your
Both
shorts
things
and
of
short for?
popcorn.
My shorts is not short.
Pull them down a little bit.
My thighs is my
Can't even see it.
You can't even see it now.
What
You
is
can't
wrong
with the
with
shirt
you?
on.
Damn.
You can't help it. The fuck?
Look at that girl. She got them coochie cutters. Coochie cutters.
You get a whooping on you. Come in here like that. You can't see that with the
Take
shirt.
that bet off and whoop her. I'm sick of her.
I used to slap her on the leg every time she come in here with this shit. I be getting hard too.
Yeah, you need to.
Come here acting like that. Acting a damn fool.
What? Hey, cuz.
Look how short this shorts is.
Oh my God.
I was showing all them ham hocks. Come on, take
Oh,
a shot.
Lord. Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz.
Yeah.
Coach,
Yeah.
you supposed to make sure you be
Yeah.
the right way,
We
man.
ain't taking no shot.
It's just a wine shot.
But you know, it's so many people be looking at me, but I don't care about people though, you know, because I know who I am.
As you
Well,
should.
that's one of the
People
things
gonna,
that
let me
you
say
gotta
this,
try.
they're gonna talk
Go
about you when you dead or when you gone.
They
Thank
talk
you.
about Jesus.
You know what?
They did.
I
They
realize
talk about us.
Talk about us.
We the
to
main
this day.
image, right?
Yeah, and the thing of it is that when you are in the light, you
Do
want
what
to always
takes
shine.
like regret, Janae?
That shot, it did 100%. I
Yeah,
regret
he
it.
lit. He lit.
I thought you were talking about the water.
I regret
The water.
it. Yep. That's what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
so we're gonna
It
take
did.
a shot.
Without water.
You got your wine?
For your success,
Yeah,
man,
that's
you've been through a lot. That's
You
why we
ready?
said it.
I have, and I thank y'all, man. But
Oh, speak before you
hey, cuz, let me
Oh,
ask you
that
this.
shit
Let me ask you this. Like, do you see my godson in the morning? My videos I post on Facebook.
Yeah, whatever one I see, I
No, I
scanned
was just
through.
asking, do you see him?
Yeah, I
because you
scanned through
see
them. I like them. Yeah,
No, I ain't saying like that. I'm just saying, I'm asking, how does it make you feel when you see him? Like,
with me, when I listen to
the first one I did, second one, I think I cried. How did that make you feel when you saw it? Because I know it went
when I listen
like 14,000 people seen it, so it went viral. But
when I listen to them type of videos right now, with me, used to be a Christian or whatever, used to be a religious person. I know the struggle and the stuff that you're going through or whatever. So I'm like, you know, you're really trying to change yourself for you to get on camera and, you know, really get your life over, whatever. So I really commend you on it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a religious person. But I don't knock nobody what they follow, what they believe, or whatever. I believe in God or whatever. I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
saying,
most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. No, I was just saying like from an aspect of knowing
my
who I
aspect,
am.
looking at it and seeing you, I see you done been through a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
That's why I
because you
do.
know me. You know what I mean?
I know that's what we
Yeah,
felt
yeah.
it. But I'm just saying, with all that you've been through
in
in your life or whatever,
Take God out of it.
This time I feel like
all that you've been through from the streets, with the whole your life story, whatever, I see a big turnaround in your life or whatever. And you're gonna be a real successful person if you keep going where you're going.
Yeah. And I just
It took you a long, it
Go
took you a
ahead.
long time to get where you at.
Mhm.
So continue to rise up. You know what I'm saying? I commend you on everything that you do. I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna be behind you on everything that you do. Keep prospering and doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
But with the story, you know, I know how you felt and hurt, but sometimes they'll never let social media see none of your weakness, because a lot of people don't support your weakness. The weakness is that
Do you think that's a weakness? Because see, at an aspect, it could be reverse psychology, and not saying
I don't
reverse
think it's a
psychology.
weakness. That's what I'm saying. You got to think on social media looking in. Social media gonna take everybody that shed a tear as a weakness,
Mhm.
even though they're gonna take everything as this sad. Instead of saying, man, this dude is joyful. He done came a long way. He crying tears of joy of how he rose above all negativity.
And see, I at some aspects, it be so real, like you don't even understand that you really like getting yourself in that emotion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you do that, you don't understand that you helping a lot of people that don't know how to do that. And when they don't know how to do that, they might not do it on camera.
Mm.
They might learn how to do it for themselves. To understand that you can, yes, that's what I'm saying. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like as men, you know, I know women share their emotions all the time.
So I didn't take that for a weakness. I'm just saying, when other
Yeah.
people looking in, women gonna take it as
I have more women
that's who support. That's who support.
I have more women because it touched their heart. You know, when you able to touch somebody's heart or spirit or whatever, just by speaking out something that you done went through, you are able to channel emotions that we haven't been taught to know how to do that. Hold up, sir. We haven't been taught to know how to channel our emotions.
Right.
You gotta understand, like you coming up on Spencer, you coming up with your Blakey or whatever every day. Like every day.
So
Like,
you got
the police pull up on me on Spencer, and I had two. And they just fact, we got your warrant papers, make sure you turn yourself in. You know what I mean? Back in like Harvey, the black days, I was supposed
Moody days.
yeah, Mooney days. I was just telling him about Mooney earlier. But they used to just pull up on
Well,
us.
I ain't heard that name in a long time.
You know what I mean? Him and Joe Black, Gerald Black and Joe Black and all them, you know, me and Gerald Black got the stuff from the courthouse. You know what I mean? But
Sergeant Brock too. Don't forget
yeah,
about Sergeant Brock.
Sergeant Block, yeah.
And then came Soul Man.
Yeah, Soul Man stayed right up the street. He used to stay right up the street from where we used to be at down on the
Judge
side.
Black so want to be soul man so bad right now.
Oh, really? Who is it?
Judge
Yeah, he
Black.
came to the other blacks that.
You know,
Yeah,
my
I'm
lawyer
talking about
sent
he
them
wanna be Soul
a
Man real bad.
That's what I'm saying. Say he
my
coming
lawyer
from
done
that
sent
line
them a
of
letter.
cops.
They came to my store and
Because his last name Black, and they say the other people they
came to
were
my
black
store
and
and shut my store down.
oh man. So he grew up wanting to do the shit his dad was doing.
Who?
He wanna-
That's Black?
Yeah.
He wanted to
You
fall
think he
behind
came to the other
soul
ones?
man.
Yeah,
So bad.
Soul
Yeah.
Man.
Trying to be
But
like
Soul Man was different.
Yeah, they was
They
different.
was
Soul Man
different.
had a black wife, so he
Yeah,
was different.
he was definitely
He was
Yeah,
different.
why he was so man.
Yeah, nah. He was just Soul Man
He
because
wasn't
he
quick
was
to
a
lock you
cool
up.
white dude.
Yeah, he
He
actually
was
tried to give
actually
you
a cool
a chance.
white dude. You know?
Yeah, but he wanted
He
to
still
get
wanted to get
bigger
up and
fish.
rank.
Yeah.
Nah, you know, he still did his job.
Of course.
You know?
Mooney was
Asshole.
yeah.
What Mooney was when you
Yeah,
see
Mooney was,
whatever shit
yeah.
Mooney on, don't be out.
Yeah.
One of the assholes.
He definitely was.
Point blank, period.
Then he got bit by that faggot and got AIDS.
Yes. Oh, Mooney died.
Yeah, Mooney
Yeah.
died.
Faggot, you know he's from New York, so faggot down here bit him, give him AIDS. He went back to New York and died.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Mooney dead.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
beating that faggot bit the hell out of him.
Bit him.
Them AIDS.
Wow. And that's how he got it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Read what you saw.
Yep.
From a bite?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
He bit the shit out of
But
you.
because
He
I
He
really
blew the
do
fuck out of him.
commend you, man. Like
Yeah.
keep going, dog. No, don't stop. I'm supporting you. I'm with you. If we need to do anything together, I'm with
We're
you.
gonna do a lot together.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. I don't you know, I'm not that type of dude. I just have a lot going on. You know what I mean? And with my house burning down, me trying
I'm
me
telling you, I'm with you.
with
Hold-
with
I
him.
want to ask you something too, real quick. Tell them about your leg. What happened to your leg?
I got shot. I got shot. I got robbed actually. I got shot. But the bullet wasn't the case. It wasn't the bullet that made me lose my leg. It
What
was
was
the
it?
doctor.
The doctor.
Yeah, he messed up. And we caught him on tape. And well, if it wasn't for a nurse, they had them did 12 surgeries on me. And they had them cut my leg so much to where it was dead anyway. You know, I had to make that decision. You know, I had to actually send my wife home because I seen the burden on her. You know what I mean? And I told her, baby, you gotta go home. And I had to talk to God for myself. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't like I had to say, God, if I do this, you're gonna have to help me, because my kids didn't even know that it was gonna be me losing my leg. You understand what I'm saying? Like when I got shot, I drove myself to the hospital, and they had to take the car up around. And when my wife and them got up there, they just actually seen all the blood in the car. They thought I was dead.
Right.
You know what I mean?
How did that affect you mentally?
It I think it made me drive harder. In actuality, because I get up every day. Yeah,
See,
I get up
some
every
stuff
day.
happens, some stuff it make you
It
like,
push
I can't
you.
kill these
Sure.
motherfuckers. You know how some stuff can fuck you up like
Yeah.
that.
But you know, I had several opportunities to do something to dude. And my son was living with the dude one time. And he didn't even know that was the dude that shot me.
Damn.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even know that he's staying with the guy that shot his daddy. And when he found out, he wanted to do something to him. But I said, nah, don't do that. Because I stood right over him. Could have blown his brains out. He had headphones on. You understand what I'm saying?
What made you not do it?
God, I had already put that in God's hand.
I had to say, well, God, I saw you coming. He finna say that.
But see, I already had put it in God's hand. Because see, at that time, I was actually really changing my life.
Oh, okay.
Coming out the street and had them really like start leaving stuff alone. And so like me and my wife had a lot of discussions about it, and I had already gave it over to God before I even got here. See, God knew to keep me in the hospital for that period of time. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I had been in the hospital for almost a year, back and forth.
So yeah, it's
Back and forth.
for real.
Yeah.
So you know, you had time to really think.
Right.
Like, and God knew that I had to really like, if I had a hop right back out there, I'd have been like rolling like when I got shot over here, when John died, my best friend. You remember John?
Yeah.
When he got shot in the air homes
How many times you done been shot?
6 times
Damn.
on 4 different occasions.
And you still, you didn't know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Been through a lot. Know what I'm saying?
I've been through a lot, cuz
So we
like,
gonna
and not
take
even
that,
that, not even that. I put my wife through a lot, and I commend my wife for staying with an old rugged dog nigga like me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to really grasp yourself, and when you start to change who you are, you got to know, like, hey, nigga, you wasn't really, yeah, you was making money and taking care of your family, but in all honesty, you really were supposed to have been left a long time ago. You know what I mean? But
It's a
she
bigger
already
purpose,
had, when we got together, we made a vow to each other. I made a vow to her that she wouldn't have to want for nothing, or as much as far as like want for nothing. But if we did break up, you still ain't gotta want for nothing. You ain't gotta worry about paying no bills. My wife didn't work for 27 years. When I got out of prison, she didn't work no more. Didn't have to work because she took care of my kids. She made sure they was great. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I really do big her up for that. Shout out to Kalisa Mattress. Her birthday on Sunday. I'm doing a balloon release for my wife.
So we're gonna take
She got me taking a shot of wine, y'all. I'm gonna do this for my cousin. Hold up. We got one more. You know what I mean? Come on, cuz. Ain't no cheese and see. He does love the cheese.
Shit, I
You
don't
know what I
want
mean?
cheese.
Come on.
Got me feel
This
like
is for my
Chestnut.
Family for life, man.
Family for life, baby.
Oh,
We ain't doing no hot liquor.
Now, if I don't tap that, you gotta take another one.
There you go, cuz. Go ahead.
I appreciate that.
That's
Yo, Warren, she took.
That was
but I really
She
do.
kept it out there.
I did not.
I really do
I
think
took
that.
a wine shot with
Yes,
him.
she did. She took a wine
Where the
shot.
wine go? You only had that glass.
She did. Well, you take yours. Then you, or you get another. But I really do just I big you up, man, and I want you to keep going, and I want y'all. I
wish you had got to get on Sunday and a Wednesday. See, people don't know I be going live on Friday, so whenever I get people live on Fridays, people don't know it to the last minute.
Yeah. But it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna see it anyway.
They're gonna see it.
They're
No
gonna
doubt.
see it anyway. But you know what I'm saying? I just want you to keep doing what you're doing. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing.
For debate.
Damn. But I was starting this program called Stick It Out, because you know, like I said, a lot of times we don't know how to channel our emotions. We don't know how to channel our emotions, or we don't really know how to do what we really want to do.
Yeah.
We think we do, but we really don't know how. But if you get the whole, you know, the whole picture, the whole class, the whole somebody training you up the right way on what you like to do, and when you learn how to really do it, you'll enjoy getting up every morning.
You right about
You
that.
enjoy.
Yeah,
And this was your business, and this is a business actually. But when you getting paid, how you really want to get paid, you actually love to do it. So when you love to do it, you're gonna continue to get up and do it and make your money out of it.
No doubt.
Cause that's not up for debate.
It's all the motivation, man.
That's right. It's motivation. It's motivation. We got to keep that motivation to keep going, and that's why, you know, I'm really looking for anybody that want to help. And at first I used to say young people, and I stopped saying it because I taught a 50-something-year-old person how to drive a zero turn, and got 40-something-year-old people want to know how to drive a zero turn or do this or do that. You see what I'm saying? It's all about, like you said, motivation.
Shot cup.
What you want?
Shot glass. Real quick.
Oh, I ain't taking no
So you gotta take one.
You know, that's what I want to do. Like the Stick It Out program, to where we can actually teach people how to do stuff or what they like to do. You know what I mean? And showing them how to really do it and monetize off of it.
Right.
We don't want to be doing that for free no more. We done been doing that. You know what I mean?
Right.
We done done that. We come up in the scroll. You know what? I told one of my partners.
What's that?
I said, you know, and this ain't a color thing, but we know how it feels to be without. So with the tariffs and all this stuff going on, that ain't really, it affect us, but you know, we'll crank the grill up, we'll put the bounce houses up, we'll do whatever we gotta do to make, and see, this is stuff we already own. Right. You don't have to go out and invest in nothing else. I already own the stuff, so you just need the bodies to teach them how, and then get to do it.
When it comes to certain stuff, I feel like as a culture and as like people in general, that's what we done got lost and mixed up big time.
Well, we used to. We come back.
No, like, because point blank period, everybody got to get paid for what they do now.
Yeah,
point blank. No, but I'm saying, but if you go back and go to our parents and stuff like that, they knew how to actually love each other. They did stuff from love and from family and stuff.
Yeah,
now everything be like, oh, I know my
time.
but that's where we're going with the time, so we make it different.
But no,
But we
like
don't
she's
have
saying,
that same type of love that we have for one another no more. So it makes it
Yeah,
different.
because
We
people
want that
start-
value.
Like we had free will back then,
You got
but
free will now.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
know,
got
but
free
I'm saying
will.
like we had free will back then, but now people take free will now to a whole nother level.
and
Like
they take it for granted.
yeah, they take it for granted. So
Seriously,
now,
they
like
do.
when you get on the
She
level of when you start to be independent, your tolerance level get very low.
She
It's,
right.
So
that's
there's a lot of things that you're not gonna tolerate
we went
anymore
and
because people.
built to be independent, and that's what we fucked
No,
up
no,
at,
no,
I
no.
feel
She
like.
ain't saying it like that. She
No.
ain't saying it from
No,
that.
I feel like 100%.
No, she's not saying it from that aspect. She's saying like, if you're gonna rock
Well, I
with,
said
No,
take
that's what she
shots
said.
now.
no, she
She
asked
said
us.
once you learn how to be
Oh.
independent,
Why?
because if
Why
you're
would
saying
I
that you're
Yes, he
independent,
is.
you feel like you are for self, and
All right,
not
let's go
you
there,
just
Rob.
for
No,
yourself.
she
No,
ain't
no,
saying
I'm
I
not
don't
saying
have
like
to.
that.
No, she's
I'm
saying,
saying when we not like now that we got.
Hey, Rob,
we are
one
more
time
familiar
for it. One time
with
for
being
it.
more independent now. So now it's
I ain't
like.
taking the shots I see your
Why
face.
should I continue to do this for free? Because now you're taking advantage of it. So now I don't want to continue to do this for free because I know my
Your worth.
value and my worth.
There you go.
So I
Yeah,
don't want to
that's
do
right.
this for free no
No,
more.
you're not.
So now that I don't want to do it for free no more, oh, I think I'm better than you, or is this and is
No.
that. And people don't understand that sometimes you can't always do everything for free because people take advantage of it.
exactly.
So we
And
can't live back how
I'm gonna
our
speak on.
parents
I'm gonna
live
speak on that. How they
because-
take advantage of it. too.
because
Hold on.
times are different now.
now,
But
Back
like,
then it was more appreciated.
yeah,
now
but
it's not.
Come on, we gotta take the shot, man. Hold on,
Go
man.
ahead,
Me and
go
so
ahead.
we gotta take me and her gotta take a shot for
Go
Right Road.
ahead.
Shout out to Right Road, man. Who started this
Go
shit?
ahead.
Let's
Go ahead.
she gotta take a shot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because when your shot it.
You said y'all two gotta take a shot for Rob Rule.
Give me $1 so I can sing y'all some stars.
No, no. Fuck. Cold Bill.
Hallelujah.
Right Road, the guy, man. We love you, boy.
Real, what's up, baby? Love. Old tree, Fat Daddy 46. Big Cuzzo all day.
But yeah, that's my whole thing. Like,
But like, I
But
get
like
go
I
ahead,
know,
go ahead,
I know my
rebuttal what
value.
you said.
I know my worth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna continue to do things for free
Mm-hmm.
when you're not appreciating my value and my worth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes all it takes is a share.
Yeah.
But I can't even get a share out of you. But when you want me to do something for free for you, it's okay for you to hit me up.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm not going to continue to do
We're
anything
talking
for free.
about stuff on two different levels because you thinking about like promotion wise and like
But
your
it's not even
business
just
wise and stuff.
promotion wise.
But I'm talking about like life in general. Like it's nothing that we see all these ads and shit and how stuff high as hell. But if we go back to our people had forums and stuff like that. Our people had this, that, and the third. And then they fucked up and got real selfish and gave away their shit that was
Who is
helping
they?
the whole
Who's they? You saying somebody
family. No,
Okay.
I'm not saying nobody
Okay.
name. I'm saying people in general, how families fail and how like generations that was supposed to be great, not great no more, and how things could have been, but people start being independent and being like, oh shit, well, I'm the one to go out there with the chickens and do the eggs, even though you doing that stuff over there with the beef and this, that, and the third. I do the chicken, so I know my worth and this, that, and the third. Now it takes away from what everybody was doing together. Now you trying to individualize yourself as this person because you're worth this, that, and the
everybody
third.
was trying to survive.
Yeah, see what
Together.
you but see,
No,
Yeah.
And that's what
But
we
now
need.
we don't have to
But
survive
shit.
together anymore.
See,
Because
and that's what we fucking
because
up.
now you can put yourself in a position
That's
to
why
where
we
you
got
don't have
love.
to survive with two.
Yeah.
You can survive with one now.
Yeah,
Well,
but
but
we're not.
that's
We're not.
that's
You
but
had
see,
two.
but see, let
We
me tell
weren't
you.
supposed to be
Hold on,
surviving.
hold on.
But we may
Hold on,
have
let me
not
tell you.
been back then, but times are different
Yeah, let me
now.
tell you
We are built for that now.
Yeah, we think we are.
But we are.
No,
Some
no,
of us
no.
are.
What I'm saying, like we
Sure
all
is.
need somebody. You know what I mean? That what I want to get at with that. With the other thing is that the value of $1 was different. Like
It
we used to
definitely
get
was.
quarters and could go buy candy, cookies, and
All
drinks.
this shit.
All 50 cents. We didn't ask.
You go to
Oh,
McDonald's, spend $1.
Listen, a
You
dollar
sure
back
could.
in the day.
Yeah, you could.
Man, our uncles used to pay us $1 back in the day.
You go to
It
McDonald's,
was-
spend
it was-
$1 on it.
You
They
see
can
what I'm
have a
saying?
Big
And
Mac,
my thing is
two
just
for
is like,
$2.
yes, and my thing is just like, okay, if we see this and we see how things are different and how people not supporting each other and how people not liking you stuff or whatever,
Mhm.
because see, it boils down to, okay, our likes and stuff is money now, right? Okay,
Mhm.
so meaning this, if I'm supporting you and you get up to where you need to get to, and be monetized and get monetized off of it, then we have to make sure that we're supporting each other in order for you to grow, to bring it's other people with you.
But
You know what I'm saying? But that's the part to what Cuz was saying, like, we don't have that support. But now we're getting this back.
What I'm gonna say
all
about it,
this
though,
stuff
like,
is
support,
a conversation away.
it's a conversation, but what I'm gonna say about it, though, man, many people out there support it, they burn so many bridges. That's why I really don't support people.
They do, but you know, that's what I'm saying.
This right here is support. This podcast is support.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for nothing. You get free a lot of shit.
Yeah,
We give
promotion, you get
a vibe, alcohol, food.
you get free exposure.
And plus we give out, remember we give out toys and
100%.
shit for toy drive.
Yes.
You think motherfuckers ain't they pride so high they even bring their kids to get
We used to do that. We used to do that on a
But that's
regular
what I'm
basis
saying.
when we used to be out where we was. We used to do that. We used to actually feed the whole block steaks. I know you
And
remember.
we used to didn't care. You get on like
Frank Kelly,
your
all that.
parents didn't
I
care.
remember
We
that shit.
not
I used
going
to
to get the clothes from auntie.
We used to buy
Because
people
a
clothes.
community and a family was
Was
raising
different.
kids.
Right.
Your family didn't care going to get the eggs for uncle
Okay.
because the uncle had the eggs and that's where we got it from.
Because
And
at
that's-
that time it took a village.
Yes.
It still
It still
do.
do.
It still
But
And
what I'm
we
saying
messed
is
up
that-
and getting away from the village and
That
they're
goes back to
individualizing us.
That goes back to what our free will changed.
The-
No, it goes
Our
back
free
to
will
Our
really,
change.
work,
really not.
our
Our
mental
mental
change.
change.
We
So
have
our
to-
free will change when our mental change.
You know, we have
because
to.
back then, you can go to your back then if you did something out of pocket, your auntie had a right.
Hey,
to look
appreciate
for
that,
it.
Rob. I want to say this for Rob. I'm gonna take a shot for this. Rob said, I mean, you've been doing hard work and deeds. That's why you're blessed in other ways.
That's right.
He
And
didn't
that's
say
support.
hard.
Yeah, but
He
that's
He said
said-
hard.
but
Hard
that's
work, mother.
I've been drinking, but look, listen. That's what I'm saying. Like we are doing that now, and it's getting back to that.
I can't see. I can't fucking see. I got all
We have to make sure.
I can't see shit. I'm old as shit. I ain't no spring.
We were so happy for the compliment.
Hey, we
I
don't
wanna
bring
read-
shit.
I wanna read what
I give
Robert
you,
said.
I see you've been doing your shots by. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my videos.
Yes, I'm so happy that you're doing that too, man.
You know what?
You know,
I'm so tired of y'all. I mean, we giving you props for this.
Oh,
we give you props.
I mean, we don't see you.
No,
But
this won't be possible.
I don't care.
we don't see her. You know what I mean?
I'm
I
tired
don't
of that.
know.
It's me.
They don't see you.
We don't see you, and then you behind the
So you
scenes.
gotta pop out and show
You
them.
gotta pop out. Sometimes we don't, you know what I mean?
Shit, I get you in Raru.
I don't never get no flowers.
I give you in
Oh,
Raru.
Lord.
Every time Raul
Hey,
gets
Raul.
goddamn
You don't be on the camera, nigga.
Behind every great
Behind the
man
scenes
is a great woman.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Hey, Raru, so I don't give y'all
Keep his
no
head
flowers.
on straight.
That's right. You keep his head
How
up.
did y'all get flowers from the start?
We
It don't
appreciate
matter.
y'all, man.
I want my flowers.
How did y'all get flowers from the start?
Every time he comes, here go Raul. Amin, you did this.
Oh,
Amin,
Lord.
you did that. What the hell is my flowers?
Yeah, give her some
You a late
flowers,
bloomer.
y'all. Give her some flowers. You're a late bloomer.
Say she the
Late
roommate.
bloomer. You're a late bloomer. You come out. It ain't how you start, how you finish.
Well, hush.
No, I'm saying.
Like, you gonna start it,
started
finish
like
something,
that.
goddamn
You know what I'm
it.
saying? It ain't how you start, how you finish. But hey, cuz, hey, we're gonna have to keep doing this.
We're gonna continue to do
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna keep doing this, but
Finna take off all the way. We already know.
take all the way off and go all the way where
I
we need
still
to
feel
go.
like we
But we don't
fucked
have
up
to.
as
We
a-
don't have to actually. We don't have to actually. You know what? You know the strategy I was using.
Speak on it.
I didn't put where I was from on mine, and it went straight out the roof. Like I could mine could like 100,000, 200,000 views. Almost one of them, almost a couple of them was almost 1 million views. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I hid where I was from. You know what I mean?
Nigga, Raul talking about slurring,
but see,
nigga,
I
damn
wanted
you.
to make sure
He was.
that we you know when we started doing our backyard.
Raul, you look like King Lyric.
And when we start doing our backyard boxing, I wanted people to come to that area. And I wanted people to know what we were doing. Because my cousin, man, I ain't got so
put on show.
put on show. He had made me like Like we went out there, you know what I mean? And then
hold
we
on.
went to California.
Hold on. I gotta bring Robert come in.
You want to
what
beat me
you
so
say?
bad.
Hold on.
Oh, look. She want to do what's up.
You want to beat me so
So
bad.
he said Rashika is the one that does the groundwork. She's the glue, the first lady, and keep one,
Okay.
and the one that keep us
Go
together
ahead. That's
when
what
we
I'm
go off
talking
the road.
about.
Now,
That's what
now,
I'm
now, let's
Thank
get,
you.
now,
Thank you.
let's get Raru his flowers.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna start first, man. Shout out to my brother Raru, man. He been through a lot of shit. He had to.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
He doing great. See,
Okay.
people look on the outside looking at anything, and damn, y'all ain't cool.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
That's our brother.
Yeah, that's right.
Our brother, what he had to do, he had to go somewhere else to advance to what he wanted to advance to.
Exactly.
Because for one, he's very intelligent. He's
Yes.
a motivational speaker.
I'm on who?
Yeah.
Motivational
That ain't
speaker.
what you said.
God, will you let me finish?
Take your shot.
I ain't got to.
No.
But
Oh.
a motivational speaker, man. He's a great brother. Like he always Kobe out looking forever, no matter where he go.
Yeah, yeah.
He been with us from day one. He's gonna always be with us. But sometimes you got to get outside of your element because
Yes, sir.
the environment he was in, things was crashing down for him.
Okay.
He was trying to give too much and
Yeah.
too much love to the wrong people.
Yeah. And you can get wrapped up in the sauce.
So he ended up. This is what he did. He got wrapped up in the wrong sauce by giving too much love and showing too much hospitality to the wrong
To
people.
wrong people. And
So
we
it
can
left-
get caught up in that, cuz.
So that left him to be a little fucked up to where he
Mhm.
like, man, you know what, damn, it leads to depression,
Yeah.
lead to everything else. So now he'll be back on here sooner or later.
Is he doing something?
He doing
with
great.
his
He's
mental?
doing
great.
He's great.
Okay,
Like, he's
great.
doing
And that's
Take a
what.
fucking shot.
Yeah.
Your
Oh
phone
yeah.
came
Take
on.
your shot.
No, I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say.
Yes, it did. I heard it. Take the shot. Y'all make me take the
Since we
shot.
know the flowers, I go ahead and get my
Hold
uncle's flowers too.
We gotta get some.
No, we're gonna go to him. We're gonna go to him. Let me give Rob his flowers real quick.
Rob,
You
Rob,
know, again.
love you, Rob.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you for sticking your chest out
I
and
said,
doing.
hold on. I said, let me
I-
get him.
you-
It was
He
running in
ad-libbed
a
a little
circle.
bit.
Okay.
We was
Okay,
going
we're going
in
in
a
a circle.
So,
Kumar, my bad.
nah, for real, like, you know, a lot of people think when me and Rob be arguing, we be cussing each other out and be some, you know, we be beefing, but man, when me and him are some very passionate people, and his throat chakras are very active.
Okay.
So he's a very passionate person about when he's trying to get something out.
Yeah.
So, man, I learned a lot from that dude.
Mhm.
A lot of big words. I learned a lot from him though, but man, like I wouldn't trade Rob for nothing, man. Like for real, I wouldn't. Like that was my go-to
my little
person.
brother, man.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that's my go-to person.
Blood
you know,
brother?
like when I want to
It's
sit
your
there
blood
and
brother
vent to
first?
him.
I would say blood through loyalty.
Okay.
Lord,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Raru, my best friend, man. So
Right.
that's my brother.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
like,
Yeah. Most definitely. I know
that
how is.
that was
You know I know.
my ear when I needed to vent, and you know, like
Cause I ain't finna listen to your shit.
God.
Yeah.
Now I can go to him. I can go to him and cry. I can go to him and cry, and he accepted that. So,
Yeah.
like, you know,
type shit.
like man, that's my dude though, and
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him. Like I am so proud of him. He gonna be a doctor in another couple of years. And,
Amen.
like,
Amen.
I'm
Hey,
proud
that's
of him.
what's up.
Wait, where you studying?
Everything.
His doctors. He's gonna get his doctorate.
Everything.
Yes.
I don't know what. Oh, psychology.
Okay, like,
Great.
like you said, a doctor. I don't think you
No,
got to do
he's
surgery.
gonna be-
Ain't no.
Get
I'm
Malcolm
gonna
X.
go be. I'm gonna go and sit on his couch
Amen.
and talk about all my
I'm
problems.
finna
Yeah,
drink
You
all my
already
liquor on
do
this
that.
couch.
You probably want to
Amen.
make him.
First of all, I was not the one that made
You just
him.
told us you did.
Yeah.
For one, Rock slow. So let's talk about
Oh,
it.
shit.
Hold on,
God,
hold
why you
on.
doing that?
Hold on, right quick. Hold on,
He
let
went
me
over
see.
there.
Hold on, one second. Seriously. Janae said put him on podcast. He
He's
is
still
supposed to
on,
have liquor.
I know what I was
Tell
finna say.
him,
He's
tell
still
him,
on.
tell him.
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah, he's still on.
He is
Oh,
supposed to have
cool.
liquor.
No, he talking
She said
about
put
Rob.
Raru on the podcast.
Rock Room is the podcast.
Yeah, he is on the podcast. Yeah.
Me and Raru started the podcast.
Yeah, started
But
the
how
podcast.
you talking about like that? They call it slow. It's what threw me off.
Well, that's how you can know that
I
fact.
know.
You know the love they have. They done generated.
Because
You
you
know.
slow don't mean you ain't smart.
Nah, no, I know a lot of slow smart.
But that's how you threw me off.
slow smart people. You know what I mean?
See, Raru, the podcast started with me and Raru. We
Yeah.
started this whole
Yeah,
podcast.
I remember.
So it's gonna always be me and Raru. So that's why you see his name gonna stay on the intro. No matter what he go, what he doing.
That's
Yeah,
what, that big thing.
Like you
Cause
said,
that's what I
blood
say.
by blood.
That heart, man. That heart
Shit,
shit.
that is
Nah,
some
Nah,
real
that was
shit.
it.
That was my shit. It is.
You gotta
That
put
shit
a
hit
reason,
mine.
you know.
This shit hit mine. Well, you can tell because look at the hand.
You see him.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're gonna get Fat his flowers, roses, hot liquor. He didn't want to take no hot liquor shot, but
No.
man,
I'm
we're really proud of you, man, from going through being shot, growing up, you know, the house that you grew up in. Who phone go the fuck going on?
She need to take a shot.
Yeah,
man.
My phone
This
is
is where we get something.
That's your phone going on. You gotta take a shot.
Yeah, somebody, because I hear something.
That's you,
I
huh?
told y'all, man.
That's you doing that shit, huh? But we want to give you a shout out, cuz, man.
I appreciate that.
For one, I love you, man. For one, we felt not
Oh,
because
yeah,
we felt because you 100.
Yeah.
You 100, man. You always a solid. You always stay the same. You never no two-faced nigga.
Nah, I don't play that, cuz.
You've been through a lot, like I said, man. From being shot to losing, just about everything. You got to regaining yourself. Even turning to the Lord to get yourself out of the way how you want yourself.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying? So continue to do what you're doing. Keep your goals up.
Appreciate that, cuz.
Stay focused. Don't let nobody change your character.
All right.
People gonna listen. Well, you got the internet. You got three groups of people. You got the people that don't believe nothing you say. Just no matter what you're doing, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that nigga, he still sell dope." That's what they gonna say.
Yeah, first thing. But that's people that don't really know you.
You know what I'm saying? You got
Yeah,
other
you got
people
that, you got that.
gonna be like, "Damn, he trying to better his life." So we feel bad for him. You got the other people like, "Well, I could condone that nigga." You see where he came from? That nigga up down. So you got all three of them type of people going
all
always be in
those
the kids.
perspectives.
And
That's right.
what's fucked up is that's not only the internet, that's real life too.
It's
The
real,
internet
yeah.
just put it in your face more. In real life, it's
Look,
people
no,
that
it's
sit there
seen,
behind you
Like
and
Raul said, salute your Southside shit.
Yeah, I already know.
like in real life,
Yo,
these
East Side
people
nigga.
right there
That too.
in
All
your
sides,
corner,
really.
knocking
Yeah.
you down
See,
over
East Side
and over
nigga.
again.
Oh, he might need.
I'm gonna tell you something about me and Raul, man. Like, when me and Raul,
You gonna start hitting my knee.
I'm sorry, man.
them knees weak, them knees
I
weak
can't
too.
feel it.
Okay.
Oh, that's the other knee. I
It's
can't
so
feel it. Hey, y'all
aggravating.
see,
He
hey.
hit my knee.
I don't know that. You know what I'm
He
saying?
been hitting the whole
Hey, I didn't know that. You know what
When
I'm
me and
saying?
Raul, crazy thing about it,
It's
like,
that other leg, cuz.
It's the one
I'm gonna tell you something crazy. When me and
Yeah,
Raul,
that's the one we're
you
gonna
see how
have to
y'all
make a,
figured out y'all was cousins and found
we
out y'all was
got
cousins?
to make what that is.
Check it out.
A real.
That's good.
Yeah,
You see how y'all found out y'all was cousins. When me and Raul, we met each other at the job, whatever. He started laughing at my shit on Facebook.
Oh, really?
So we met at the
Okay.
job. So I said, "Then we'll do a podcast." He done lost
Yes.
he lost his wife at the time.
Wow, man, I'm sorry. Tell
Yeah.
Raul I'm sorry about
He
that.
hear you too. So
I'm sorry about that, man. I know how you feel, bro.
he lost his wife. So I was always saying, I'm gonna start a podcast. I'm gonna tell you who really.
It helped him.
I'm gonna tell you who told me to start a podcast. Shout out to Shad Johnson, man. West
Shout
Side
out, shout out. Yeah,
So he the one that said something about. I don't never leave. I keep forgetting about him, leaving him out.
But you know, you ain't leaving out. When it comes to your mind, you get.
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So Raul from East Side, I'm from South Side. So we were always like, damn. So we get to argue on the podcast. People think we finna fight, and we actually went outside. We done got the goddamn Brownsville
Nothing
out here. So we outside. So we outside going to shoot the one. We're like, damn.
Yeah.
He's like, I ain't gonna hit you in your face. I ain't gonna hit you in your face either. So we bucking
That's
up,
up. Yeah, yeah.
following each other, falling down the hill.
But that's how me and Olin used to do though. We used to do the same thing back in the day. But we used to wear people out in there, you know. Well, they be trying to run in people out. We
Shout out to
them
Olin, man.
Yeah,
Let me
shout
tag
out to my
Olin.
brother, man. Shout out to my brother. He at
What's
work.
his name?
Shout out
Oh, yeah.
to
Kelly Willingham on
yeah,
Facebook now?
Kelly Willingham. Shout out to my cousin LV. You know, he came up on
I ain't
me for
been
that.
drunk in
Oh, shout out to V.
11
Yeah,
years.
yeah, my
That's a
cousin.
lie. You got drunk with us
Yeah,
last
my-
night.
Shout out to my sister Pickle, man. I call
Yeah,
Pickle.
shout out, hey, shout out to my cousin Lee, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. My cousin Lee, you might know, you know Lee, the boss sister.
She know Lisa. She know Pickle.
Yeah, my cousin.
Oh,
Lee,
okay, yeah, I
yeah,
know
my
Pickle.
cousin,
I used to
man.
work with Pickle.
That's my heart, man. That's my baby, man.
I just told
If
her
it
we love
wasn't for Lee back in the day, man, I'm telling you, she used to open her door for me at any time of the night. You know what I mean?
she 100.
Yeah, she 100.
Like when he came up here, he
She
didn't even know. When he come here, he didn't even know I knew him.
He didn't. He
Man,
didn't know y'all. You was family.
no, he used to see the crazy thing about it
Okay.
before.
How shit work out.
Oh, okay,
You don't
yeah.
know.
Okay.
Man, when he was little, man, he used to sit in my lap. I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
You probably used to.
No, you used to cry because I put my hand on top of your head I want to let it go. You keep turning the
Yeah,
shit.
this
Tell
shit
us,
pissed me off.
Yeah,
Tell me.
yeah.
Tell us, leave him alone. See, back then, I'm gonna tell you how crazy it was. We was in middle school.
Yeah.
In middle school, you go with people. You don't fuck with, you go with them. So
Yeah,
being
yeah.
fat was in a relationship. So she like her last name was Harris. So
Yeah.
I ain't think about it. So like, why your sister name Mattress?
Mm-hmm.
So we kept going on. Cause my dad was a mattress. So we kept going on about it. I'm like, damn, we cousins or whatever. I heard, like I told him on the first podcast, it came. I remember when she slammed the door and then knocked your fingers on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That motherfucker right there.
yeah.
So y'all was on the phone with her.
Yeah.
She on the phone with me crying like, damn.
Oh, you was on the phone with her. What the fuck?
You took my phone to
I swear, I say she a
that.
T. She a T.
Hey, like you for into just now. Hey, like you to just now. I be sticking. He's like, what's wrong with your belly thing?
I'm gonna tell you,
Cut that bitch off.
your mama come and pick us up. Shelly come and pick me up.
Yeah.
We'll go around and go places, whatever. So you always cried for me to pick you up. So I picked you up, and we'll come on the radio with Big Hypnotize.
Yeah.
I used to do the little dance. You used to have a little dance. I used to put my hand on his head every time we do the dance. He started crying, slapping my hand off and all that shit.
I thank God for my cousin. He helped me. And God has actually placed people in my life with every different occasion that things gonna happen to me. He actually put somebody in my life.
Turn the microphone down. On the microphone with
Well, no, probably just.
Who
I don't know.
change?
But anyway,
to
you know, cause when he came into my life, it helped me to get over that hump. And God sent.
Hold on, it's staticky.
Oh, it is.
We'll have
probably
to get
this.
ready to wrap this up.
Turn that around.
Sorry.
All right. It's staticky. This one.
It-
All right, go ahead.
Like shit.
Cause he just helped me to get through the situation where God used him to help me. You know, cause that, you know, like being through all I've been through, cousin. Honestly, like you have to have somebody to help you with your mental. Cause I really do have PTSD, and it's bad. But God has shown me how to channel my emotions. Like I said, the Bible study helped a lot. We started one in Green Hartwell. We go to the one in Hartwell. We went there last night. And it's just to help the community. We had a cookout last Saturday, and it's iron sharpen iron, and we just want to make sure that we be in there for the people in our community, man. Not just talking about it, actually boots on the ground. Actually, my brother Lee Butler.
Shout out to Lee.
Shout out to my brother Lee. He got he actually doing one of those boot things with the country thing, fans and stuff. I'll give you some flyers. Watch shows. I'll give you a couple flyers for Lee and stuff like that. My partner, what's his name?
Move your microphone over so it's away from his microphone.
One Emmanuel Donalds.
Okay.
He doing the thing up at the Civic Center. That's coming.
Yeah, the end of this month.
Yeah, the end of this month. They bring in
King George.
yeah,
Yeah.
King George.
That's Josh Knuckles doing that.
Well,
Yeah.
I think he got
Shout out to
a
Knuckles, man. Shout
The
out to
Knuckles. Ain't you got a part in it too? Oh, right. I mean, I don't know. You don't never know about what people got going on, but he is helping push it. You know what I mean? I guess that's what we're talking to when he be calling people. But you know, anybody that's trying to do something to better the city or bring stuff to the city, I really do support. You know what I mean? I give people support regardless. It ain't about no podcast. It ain't about none of that. It's about the love I see in your heart that
No
you
doubt.
can have for other people. That's what we have to get past, making sure that we're doing it for the love, not for the clicks. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Not for the
100% how I am as well.
Yeah.
Like with y'all podcast, whenever I am on Facebook and get to tune in, I'm all the way in.
Yeah,
Every time.
Yeah, most definitely.
But like I be telling people, I'm a real lifer.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them people
You're a
that
boots
can,
on the ground.
I can't constantly be on Facebook
Nah.
and looking on
You got to
Facebook
really-
and scrolling and stuff because
Well,
shit,
you got things
I'm
to
busy.
do. Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
I'm
actually,
busy.
and you're supposed to be.
and I'm
You're
not one of
supposed
them.
to be. You don't need to be That's what we're doing. Get out,
And
get out, and
how
get out.
a
And
lot
do
of
something.
people sit there and do their downtime and be on Facebook for it. I play with my kids.
Yeah.
I don't sit there and scroll
happy.
straight
That's
through my
good.
Facebook and stuff. So like when
Yeah,
it is
that's good.
stuff like when y'all got nominations and stuff
We
like
need
that,
to know.
I don't get to see it.
Yeah,
unless
we need
I'm
to know.
on
Shoot y'all
Facebook
the
and stuff.
email.
Yeah, shoot
Or
us
like
the
I know,
email.
like on Wednesday
Yeah.
nights, what time y'all be on? Like shit, it's got
Yeah.
7:30.
I don't.
I fuck
me
around and
personally,
get the end
cuz,
of a podcast.
I'm gonna tell you something about me. He don't see it. Like if I see y'all on, and I ain't even gotta be watching. I put both of my phones on it. On the cuz. I put both of them.
That
So
respect.
And
so
we'll
they
sit there and watch
and
it.
we'll sit there and watch something else on TV. But we might be watching a movie, but I have you playing because it's just the love I got for you. You know what I mean?
We ain't even watching
Yeah,
it. We just looking at each other talking.
He might not even see what I'm doing, but he don't say, "Cuz, what you doing?" I got both of my phones, maybe on y'all video or something, because that's how much love I got for you. And not only that, we got to make sure that we supporting each other. That's showing you that I'm supporting you.
Oh yeah,
For real, for real. You know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with you saying nothing about Oak Tree. This got
Still with Oak Tree regardless.
yeah, with Oak Tree, we're gonna grow. We're gonna branch out and do things, but I want to make sure that I'm supporting you the way you putting your effort into this. Y'all put effort into this. Y'all putting things into this and making it look the way it need to be looking. And that's what y'all need to, stay focused on that.
No doubt.
Don't worry about this. It's gonna come. It's
They
coming
already
now.
getting their accolades.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
it's
about.
here.
It's coming. It's
Next
here.
thing you know, they
It's
could be
here,
up there
baby.
with what's my show?
Drake
$1 Million.
Drake
Yeah,
won.
Drake.
Yeah.
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 $1 Million.
for real.
Yeah,
That's how I go. I want to go on that
Hey,
podcast.
you going. You going. You
That'll be
going,
lit.
cuz. I might get help you with that.
Television.
But
You security.
what's his name?
Let me hit
No,
some
yeah.
just for the hell of it.
No,
Just do
yeah, him. But who's plugged in TV?
J Drip.
Yeah.
Shout out to J Drip.
Shout out J Drip. I helped him. I didn't actually help him, but I'm just saying he had came and booked a session at my podcast before my house burned down, so. And I didn't know.
Drip, one of the first people came on our podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He good people, but I didn't know really that when he came to mind.
Let
I
me shout him
didn't
out, man. Cause anytime he got a program, anything he run, he always hit us up.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really get to put his video like that out because my house burned down. But he didn't really say nothing on the video anyway. I really thought he was just shy. But when I saw him doing his podcast or the one people rapping and stuff, I didn't know he was like that. You know what I'm saying? He brought me some cologne out there to the house.
Some up here. I don't know if it's still here now.
It smelled good too.
It's going. Everybody will hit that motherfucker.
Yeah, he smelled good too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And, I'm proud of him.
His own Drip.
Drip. I'm proud of him.
But still, when we was in high school, everybody had Drip.
We don't ran over all the time.
Oh, really?
But y'all more than welcome
I enjoyed
to
it.
come back.
Yes. Most definitely.
Okay, y'all a 2-hour interview. That's it.
Why you laughing?
Yeah, we're gonna talk this up, you know what
Yeah, I gotta be tipsy.
So how
I
has your
I
experience
hear
been?
get the hell
I
out.
love it. I love the atmosphere. I love the questions y'all have. Y'all be prepared. Y'all prepared for what y'all have prepared yourself for what you want to act. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy the atmosphere. It's not. I love the setting. My thing is this. Like at first, I'm gonna be straight up. Be honest with y'all. At first, when Cuz was asking me to come on, I was like, I don't drink. Then I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I did. I told him that, and he been asking me to come on, and he was gonna come on mine. You know what I'm saying? But he asked me, and then I said, "Cuz I don't drink," and he said, "Cuz it ain't even about that." He said, "Just come and talk with us," and I say, "Get me a Mountain Dew and a Red Bull." What'd you say?
Yeah.
What you say, boy?
You
Hold
get
up,
that
you
money.
ain't getting no Red Bull.
Yeah.
He done got me off of them. He say, "Nope, you ain't getting no more Red Bull." You know what I'm saying? That's my liquor for y'all, that Red Bull. But nephew took me off of.
Yeah, I said Mountain Dew and the Red Bull. Hell no, he get a heart attack.
But
We
don't
going
do
to
that,
the
man. Don't do
casino
that.
one day.
Don't do that. Don't do
That
that.
man say go in there.
Man, don't do
Give
that,
me,
man. Why you
give
doing that, man?
me 3 Red Bulls.
Yeah,
in the
see how
back
you
door.
do. See how
I
you
said,
do.
nah, okay, give you all this shit.
But we was up there, hey, come listen. We was up there at the casino
About 8 hours.
about 8 hours, and I licked them 2 or 3 times. Then I licked them 2 or 3 times. And but cuz I was like, man, you can't be drinking them Red Bulls
No,
like
not
that.
No,
in
it's
my
hard
life.
to
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not if fuck that. I don't lost people. Fuck all that.
I close
You gonna be in
my
my life,
eyes.
you gotta cut some of this
Hey,
shit
I
out.
really do appreciate y'all for allowing me to come to y'all setting. Like I said, cold beer, hot liquor, not up for no debate.
Not a fun debate.
Not up for
Everybody
debate.
pull their shot for closeout too.
Not up for
Hey,
no
listen.
debate.
No.
It's not up for debate.
Not
That's
up
up for debate.
And I really do
That was up for debate.
appreciate y'all. Y'all keep on doing.
You gonna take a
doing-
shot for them? Close out.
Yeah, take a shot.
You gonna take a close
Y'all
out?
all take a
Close
shot.
out. I'll take it. You
Go
gonna take
take
a
a
shot?
shot.
Kira, you gonna take that shot?
Yeah, for real. Close out
Yeah,
now.
close out.
Give her what's
Take
name,
one, I ain't
close out.
taking one.
I got my Mountain Dew.
Mm.
I'm taking one.
I got my L.
Yet
Okay.
Jesus turned water into
Until
wine.
wine, he
Know what it
did.
says?
He ain't turning into Patron.
No.
He ain't do that.
How you know it wasn't Patron? That might have been a wine they called back then.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You don't know.
White lightning, you
Does
got
it
that. They
come
got
from
white
grapes?
lightning and
They
everything.
don't come from grapes. They come from corn.
Hold on.
Hey, they had corn and shit.
I didn't get no clown.
That ain't great.
Girl, we can put it in that cloud.
No, no.
Kira, okay,
Hey, but I really
Kira,
did.
No.
Hey,
you're a
listen,
good worker.
anybody that have came on here, anybody that plan on coming here, y'all make sure y'all big my cousin up. Y'all make sure, like, the support that he should have right now from the people that he done gave exposure to, he shouldn't even have to worry about who voting for him because it should be already out of there. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this for a real.
Thank you,
What
man.
said.
Real.
That's for real.
For real, he shouldn't even have to worry about that because the support he done showed his city, it's not up for debate. I sat here and heard your stuff and other people raps. Not up for debate. Cold beer, hot liquor. You was just shot. That's supposed to be exposure. It's exposure.
Yeah.
That you done gave people exposure. Cause I got Oak Tree trademark, so you know what I'm saying. When somebody they sent me a letter when somebody said something about mine or put something, I didn't take up on it because I made them take it down. But but I really do commend y'all for doing that. You heard me say y'all.
I mean, you've been saying him the whole time. So
I mean, I know, but since you got on us and you said I was hitting you, yeah, I just had to say.
she was tearing my knee up for 2
2
hours. And a little slow.
That being said, make sure y'all tune in
Tune in,
every
baby.
every Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Some Fridays. We got Beat Me in the building Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check out Diamond Diva, man.
And make sure y'all check out my Godson videos on Facebook. Share them out and vote, man. Vote for my cousin.
Tell them how to find you at and with your gym and everything. Both of y'all.
Call, what is it? What?
Oh my
What
God.
is it?
Oh,
Big
shit.
Fat
Yeah,
Mattress on Facebook. Fat Daddy 46 on IG and Fat Daddy 41 on TikTok.
And then it's Gorilla Den TK everywhere. IG, wherever else you
Yes.
want to find me.
Yes.
Talendo TK Matches on Facebook.
Yes.
Or you can catch me at Aces for Legends Gym.
Yeah.
Throwing these hands.
Yes.
Shout out to Corey Davis, man.
Yeah, shout out to Corey. You know what I mean?
All right, let's go.
Everybody that's doing something in the city, shout out to y'all, man.
Shout out to
Keep
Rabu
going.
the God and Triple
Support each other.
Kira.
One.
Cold Bill.
Hot liquor, not up to the date, baby.
Stop me if I hate it.
No, I'm not. Because he said my name like at the end. I don't want to hear it.
Because you at the end.
That's how I got it in order.
Because that's your order. You last.
Don't worry about it.
Hottie Podcast in the city. My cousin them. They're gonna have 2 awards on here. I say cousin them. There's gonna
Appreciate
be
that.
2 awards coming up. Right here, one right there. Hey, let me get a shout out to my cousin. Not up for debate, baby. Cold beer, hot liquor. Let's go. Hey, stay out your feelings and you can come on here and you don't have to. You can come on here and you don't have to drink. Get out your feelings. You can come on here and you don't have to drink.
All time, man.
Hey.
Please.
Get it.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That hurt
No.
you. It's
So
coming.
got the bottom G.
Yes, thank you.
Girl, get the-